Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
Yo.
What up?
This is episode 176.
176.
Of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Well, your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah!
It's your boy Busby.
No, you said just Busby. At least
Whatever.
on our end. You might still be cutting in and out, but fuck it, we're here now.
Whatever, we here.
And over here is your boy JC No Hunnits.
And Martin.
Yo, what the fuck?
Quarantine. Shit.
Week 2.
The Quarantine Chronicles.
Same old shit.
Yup.
We ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing shit.
Shit, the
I'm
hell
laying
you
around
are.
in the house.
Shit, the hell
well,
you
I'm
are.
working. We're all working by the grace of God. But
For real.
But you know, when I'm off, boy, I'm off.
Shit, that ain't me. When I'm off, I'm taking keyboard lessons. I'm Adobe. They done unleashed all their apps for free for the next couple months, so I'm learning
That's
Photoshop
nice of them.
and shit. I'm trying to maximize and use all this time off to learn some shit.
That's what's up, man. I am about to be off for the next couple days, so
So you get to sleep in.
I'll see.
Give me a hell
Yeah, exactly. I'm finally gonna sleep.
Nice.
Shit.
Very
I
nice.
was off.
Yeah.
I was off yesterday and today, and it's like fuck. So I just been spending like the last week. I've been watching nothing. Whoa, you smoking?
That's weed smoke. That's weed
I'm
smoke.
sure it was.
Yeah, if you hear
Nah,
me
I've
coughing, that's the weed smoke too.
You hear me burping? That's me drinking that Canada Dry. Hell yeah.
Give me a hell
Anyway,
yeah!
for the past week, I've been binge watching like all the WWE from 2000 or when it was WWF. So from December all the way to December of 2000, I'm just binge watching all the Raw, SmackDowns, and pay-per-views, and it's
Damn.
yeah. You can make your own list. So like you know on Netflix how you have the list and shit. It's like episodes. So it literally goes right to the next episode of Raw, SmackDown, and all the pay-per-views. Hey,
Okay,
man,
that's
That's
what's up.
crazy.
yeah, like if you know what you're doing and you know how to fucking sequence it and shit, it's fire.
Oh yeah,
It's
no, I
fucking
know
fire.
I know what you're talking about because when I had WWE, they were like, it sucks. In order to do it, you have to literally go back and forth from one show to the other to sequence it.
Yeah,
but
but
if
you
you
can
pull
make
it off,
if you have they have a my list feature, so you can literally make a list out of it. It literally goes to the next episode.
oh no, that's what I'm saying though. It just it sucks because when I remember doing it, I had to go from SmackDown to Raw, from SmackDown to Raw to get it added in. But once it was
Yeah.
added in, it was there.
Oh yeah, that's what I did. It was a bitch because I had nothing but time, so I did all that, and it's great.
Yeah.
it's
I feel it.
Long story short, it's great.
yeah, like it was back around that time period when Austin was gone for like a majority of the year and shit like that. So it was when it was Rock. It was like Rock, Triple H, Mick Foley. Rock was like, my God. It was like every time he spoke when he went on the turnbuckle and everybody was just like chanting his name. It was like he was Martin Luther King. And I'm being dead the fuck serious. Every time he spoke, people listened and chanted his name. Like it was a sight to see.
I mean, that's what happens when you're
Right.
the best on the mic. Like he's the best one mic skill wise in the
Yeah, but that was
company's history.
it was 20 years ago. That was like it was just wild to see. I'm like, wow. And like every time you hear if you smell, everybody loses their fucking minds.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like
course.
I know, but just seeing it at the peak when he was still wrestling, it was like wow. And then I'm thinking about right now, they don't got that shit now. They don't got that shit at all.
I've been telling you
But-
that.
You mean like that one superstar?
Like
yeah.
a bigger than life superstar. They don't. The last person that was like that was John Cena, and that's it. That's like the saddest part about it. Like, damn, man.
But even then, John Cena wasn't as big. I mean, that's kind of when I fell off and shit. You know what I mean?
I
Watching that.
I know. But like, even then, he was the last bigger than life superstar. Like,
Right.
like when they called them wrestlers superstars, like John Cena was the last superstar. Everyone else, like, nah. Which leads me to WrestleMania. I mean, we're on the road to WrestleMania. It's like the week leading up to it, and yeah, it's gonna be. I don't even want to call this WrestleMania. This is empty arena mania. That's what this shit is.
Well, I will say I was laughing at it when you were telling me about it over the week, but I will say, Ric Flair was on the Dan Le Batard show this morning, and he said they're going to be adding effects to it. Now I don't know what that necessarily means, but I am intrigued to see it, because if they're going to be adding effects and maybe putting people in the stands just virtual reality in some way, they could probably pull it off.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
Yeah, it's a 2-night event. It's gonna be on Saturday and Sunday and shit like that. And like I said, it's gonna be fucking. They already changed the main event because Roman Reigns just said, you know what, I ain't doing this because I got leukemia and shit. So he backed out of the main event against Goldberg. They're replacing him. And after WrestleMania, I don't know what they're going to do. They should just let all the wrestlers be on break, have an off season, and just show vintage episodes of Raw and SmackDown for the time being.
Yeah.
Shit, wrestling with an off season?
I know this is
that shit don't even sound right.
Because they don't get an off season. They're constantly on the road, constantly running their bodies dry and shit like that. Man, they need this time off. Now, will they get paid? I don't know, because they're independent contractors. That's what they call themselves. So, and WrestleMania is supposed to be their big payday, like, and it happened right. The pandemic happened right during that season. That sucks.
Yeah,
sucks for fans, sucks for the wrestlers, sucks for everybody. But hey, man, I gotta give Vince props for trying to continue it, even though everyone, like, I read a report saying everyone wanted to postpone the shit except for Vince McMahon.
Yeah, no, he looked crazy a week ago, but again, once I realized that
he
it was
still
already
is crazy.
No, he is crazy, but he looked crazy a week ago. But in finding out that it's already been recorded, and then again hearing what Ric Flair had to say today, it was kind of like, all right, I'll give it a shot. We'll see.
Man, it's gonna be fuckery, I can tell you that. And it doesn't even feel like WrestleMania. Like, this is around the time period, JC, where you, me, and Edgar come to my house. We order a round table. You could have joined too, Martine. Everyone would have came over to my house, and it was gonna be like the Super Bowl. Everyone just chills and watches wrestling. This year, nah.
Shelter in place or whatever.
Was you? Yeah.
Shelter in place.
Shelter in place mania. That's what I'm calling it.
For real.
Shit, man.
We'll see how that plays out. But
other than that,
other than that, we got some coin coming our way.
I know, right? Air the horns.
Yep. So what ended up happening is, if you've been under a rock or deep into stay-at-home protocol, that $2 trillion stimulus package was approved last week, and within 2 weeks now, everybody should be, if you made under 75,000 or 150, however the fuck much you made.
Just if you don't make no money, if you broke, you're getting money.
Yeah, you're getting $1,200.
Yeah.
And I got plans for that $1,200. And that
you gonna sell crack? You gonna sell crack with it?
Hell no, that shit's going straight to the bank.
Yeah.
That's the beauty that's the beauty of being a frontline essential worker. My money didn't stop, so now I got an incentive to keep 1,000 in my savings.
Same here. I mean,
that makes sense to me.
I mean, I did my W-2s like a week or two before all the shit went down, so that's coming into my account. And then my job, because they care about me. I'm not gonna say the job, but they actually care about their employees, unlike fucking other spots. And they're paying us a little bit more. And we got hazardous, and we got, I guess, Trump money coming in. Ugh. Pusher. Ugh. But we got that money, so it's like more money, but I can't do shit with it except buy groceries.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, when all this is over with, my bank account's gonna look nice.
Oh, of course. I feel for people that, because a lot of people don't even realize that. Number one, imagine you made 100,000 2 years ago, but now you lost your job, so you weren't making that.
Yeah.
But they count it. And then number two, which is actually kind of funny, imagine you were running the scam of letting somebody else claim your kid a couple years ago, and now they get that extra $500 for the kid.
You feel me?
Oh shit!
I just don't understand why the fuck these motherfuckers had to talk about. I mean, of course I understand. It's America. They're like how the Senate and House have to debate about it. When in other countries like Canada, they just said flat out, "Nah, y'all getting $2,000 like for the next 2 months." Like it was no question. Other countries are doing it without question. Like, all right. Also, people,
because we're a capitalist society. That's
I was just gonna say that shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. Also, people, you motherfuckers still don't know how to fucking stay inside.
No, seriously.
I
though.
saw a video out in New York of this playground or whatever. It was a playground basketball court, and you see a whole in New York, and you see a whole legion of people just out there like it's the fucking YMCA.
yeah, exercising on the benches and shit, doing pull-ups, working on them biceps and triceps. Like, motherfucker, go work on a nap.
Like, I mean, because Corona Mania is still running wild out here in the world, and the good old United States, fucking New York City is unfortunately the epicenter. So
Yeah.
yeah,
They got that going on in LA. In one instance, there was a family that tried to throw a 1-year-old's birthday party, and there was like, I think up to 30 people that attended, so the
60
police had to
people.
come.
It was like over 60 people, I read.
Yeah, so anywhere between 30 and 60
Shit.
people for a 1-year-old's birthday party. And police were in
They
the
just want to
street.
get out the house.
Police were in the street, trying to get that situated. And then in fucking Brentwood, they had the damn farmers market still active. So, and then Brentwood is like the third most city,
Affected?
yeah, in LA County.
Oh, God.
I was just gonna say, are you talking about Brentwood near LA?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, Brentwood, where
Yeah.
they tried to kick where
Wow.
OJ lived. That Brentwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are idiots, man. They still feel this is a game. They're like, no, you're
and let's not forget our home turf. Because out in
And good
Oakland,
old Oakland.
niggas couldn't miss the sideshow.
Oh,
No.
serious though.
Yeah, I saw the tweet. It said, fuck a quarantine. Like, it's like niggas really still feel this is a fucking game. I mean, out here in San Jose, people have learned their lesson. They're not really going out, so.
Well, I mean, because that
I
shit
mean,
hit
this-
close to home. At one of the stores, an employee just died last week.
Yeah, one of the, you know.
And one of them just got, if I'm not mistaken, today was reported where a employee at a Safeway got tested positive for the
Yeah.
shit.
Which one?
The one by Branham and Snell.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Yeah. I mean, yeah, stay in the fucking house, people.
This is literally the lone opportunity where staying in house and getting as much rest as you can is actually helping everybody. And I don't understand
Yeah.
why people won't take advantage of that. Like, I swear to you, I am not hearing anybody ever go on any social media or any platform and say, oh, I could do 2 weeks in jail. No, the fuck you can't. You cannot do it.
Shit.
You cannot
Yeah.
do it. You ain't built for it. And that's okay.
Can't even do this shit.
Niggas have cabin fever, man. It's like they can't just stay in the house. Like, it's nothing wrong with staying in the house. You have Netflix,
Seriously.
you have video games, you can do anything you want. Just being out, you can go out for a jog. Now the new going out is I'm going to the grocery store and I'll be right back.
Yep.
That's the new going out.
Yep.
Let's go to the grocery store.
Shit.
Let's go to the liquor
Grocery
store.
store and be right back. That's not even a possibility.
You feel me?
Shit.
Seriously.
DoorDash your shit.
Shit,
Like,
all the restaurants are waiving off the delivery fees.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the local restaurants.
Nah, it's nationwide. Like Wingstop, for example, I don't know if they're
The
continuing, but
fuck?
for the rest
Jack in the
of this
Box
month.
charge my ass.
Oh, because you order through DoorDash. You got to order through the restaurant apps.
Yeah.
They'll get
okay.
the DoorDash. They'll get
Yup.
the DoorDash driver for you if you order through the app. They're waiving it all off through their apps directly.
Okay, that makes
Like
sense.
Red Robin has free delivery.
Oh.
I think Chili's
Popeyes.
does. I think fucking Denny's.
Popeyes got something where if you order through the app, not only is it free delivery, but I think whatever the change for every $1 or something, they donate like 50 cents to feed kids that don't where the parents can't afford food right now.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
yep.
That's nice.
Yeah, so you just gotta order through the apps themselves, and they'll get you the DoorDash driver.
I mean, that's nice to know because y'all telling me this shit. I'm like, the fuck, DoorDash is charging my ass.
Yo, what kind of DoorDash y'all
Yeah.
using?
What kind of shit is that?
Larissa,
What kind of shit is
Larissa has been pretty good. She's working from home. So she's been hooking up meals for me throughout the week. But there was a couple times last week where we were eating out, and she goes straight to the DoorDash. I'm like, if you don't close that motherfucker right now, and don't look, they are going to rob you. Okay.
Shit.
Out in the streets,
man.
it's murder. You don't need to be murdered for no delivery fee. I got it.
I feel you on that shit, man. Well, I mean, I was going to say shit happened. Shit's been happening.
Man, look,
but
we know where we need to start. Joe Budden gonna set it off.
And I've been waiting, baby.
you've been waiting.
Last week you told us about Tiger King and that we need to
White
jump on
problems.
it. And I took your advice. Larissa and I started off Tuesday. Literally
Y'all ain't
the
had
day
shit
after.
else to do. Y'all ain't had shit else to do. So
Yeah, literally the day after. It was like, all right, we're gonna watch 2 episodes, see what's happening. No, after the first episode, we was like, nah, what do you want to eat? We locked and loaded right now. You're not cooking dinner tonight. We gonna figure this out, because we gonna finish this rest of this damn series tonight. And boy,
Yeah.
oh boy, the hillbilly fuckery.
I told you white problems. I didn't want to spoil nothing. I said white problems, and that's all I said.
Martin,
And
did you
boy,
watch?
Nope.
Nah, man, I've been working.
No.
I've been working.
All right, this week you gotta watch.
I'm gonna get to that shit tomorrow for sure.
Yeah,
You ain't got shit else to do.
For
Unfortunately,
sure.
there's gonna be
Exactly.
there's gonna be some spoilers for you, but man.
Ah, fuck it, go for it. You know how I am. I don't give a
First
fuck.
of all, I want to say I am very, very disappointed in myself for not being up on game and knowing who the hell Joe Exotic was. Fam, if I knew who Joe Exotic was years ago, I'd have been tuned in to his web series every fucking night. This man is he was the owner of GW Zoo in Oklahoma. This man is obviously the self-proclaimed Tiger King. He is a mogul.
Huh?
He is an entertainer.
Okay.
He's a gun rights activist. Oh, and by the way, he's a political figure too.
Yep, independent.
Wait,
He
what?
ran for president in 2016, and then he ran for governor in 2018.
Yep.
Well, all right.
And let me tell you, if I knew he was on the ballot, I would have voted. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I bet you would have.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have backed up Joe Exotic.
Shit.
This motherfucker. It's 7 episodes, and to me, they probably could have did it in 5 or 6, but fuck it. 7 episodes. Like, it was just. I haven't seen a docuseries that well put together since the OJ docuseries. And how it all started was, it was funny. I think Busby, you even caught it in the beginning. This all started because the guy that directed it, he was actually doing a story on venomous snakes. And then as he was wrapping up, the guy that bought one of the venomous snakes, he's like, hey, you want to see what's in my truck? And then he opens up, it's a fucking snow leopard.
What the fuck?
He's like, what the fuck is this? And he goes, little did I know the next 5 years would take me down a journey I had no intention of going on. It was like, all right, we here. So, Busby, you want to chime in? Because I'm ready to deep dive into this.
I mean, I saw it all. Like, I finished it last week, and it kind of just disappeared from not disappeared from my mind, but it was just like, it was like, this white problems. And when I was done with it, I was over it. I was just like, it's Florida Man. That's the best way to describe it. This is Florida Man, the docuseries.
Nah, this is Oakland. This is Oklahoma Man.
Whatever. It took place in Florida.
No. His section took place in Oklahoma. Carol Baskin's
whatever.
section took place in Florida.
Well, Florida woman.
Yes. So yeah, Martin, there's an Oklahoma man. There's a Florida woman. There's a South Carolina gigolo.
What the fuck?
Where else did this? There's a Las Vegas Godfather.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it
shit.
literally goes.
It's deep.
Yeah,
It's deep.
It's a cross country story.
That shit don't even add up. Like, you know what I mean? The different types of people and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so basically, Joe Exotic in Oklahoma, he had real life beef with this chick Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue out in Florida. And the funny thing was, so you know, you have I don't even know if she was a part of PETA, but you know, you just have those activists against putting animals in cages and all that. So
Yeah.
she chased after Joe Exotic only for her to put her cats in much smaller cages on a much fucked up farm than her, still selling tickets for people to come see her sanctuary for these cats.
What the fuck?
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah.
it's highly thought that she murdered her second husband and fed him to tigers.
Yep. Yeah.
Shit.
There's a whole episode. Dedicated.
I'm all jaw dropped and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what
And
the
it did-
fuck?
There's a whole episode dedicated to that.
Yeah, episode 3. And she would have gotten away with it if she didn't break down what was needed to be done to put somebody in a meat grinder and then feed them to a tiger. But she explained
Yeah.
the shit like right down the middle line. And it was like, oh, you did that shit. You guilty as fuck.
Damn.
Nigga did that shit.
Yeah. And then you have
And then
Bhagavan Doc. He goes by Doc Antley. That's the gigolo in South Carolina. So he was Joe Exotic's mentor. He has a 50-acre park for his animals, and he's got multiple sister wives.
Yeah.
And they all work for $100. They all work for $100 a week from 7 a.m. to midnight every day.
Yeah.
And Joe Exotic was paying his people, it was $150 a week, and he was telling them they could get the expired meat that they would get to feed the tigers. Like, it's just,
It gets deep, man.
it's just some wild shit, man.
And he convinced dudes to marry him, straight dudes to marry him.
Oh my god!
And niggas,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, you heard it right. And they
Yeah.
have his name tatted on his stomach and shit. But they're straight. But they be kissing. But they're straight. They showed the wedding and everything.
Yeah, he had them guys. He had them guys
Okay,
in pink
whatever.
tuxedos, and they cut his cake. And then they
Yep.
all took they did this photo shoot, which could be seen as the gay version of the death row shoot. And then they got the pictures put on. It was either jackets or blankets, and they showed them to everybody there. Like, he had a real life crew. He had this dude Rick Kirkham. He was the producer for his TV show Joe Exotic TV, and so he I think he was on some show on one of the 4 major networks, production wise. So he went over there, and then Joe Exotic was basically just taking like people who were just down on their luck and had nothing else to turn to, and that's how he made up his crew. Like, his zoo
On
managers,
some R. Kelly shit.
yeah, his zoo
On some
managers,
R.
his
Kelly shit.
zookeepers. Hell, he had 3 husbands, 2 of them at once. He had and then he had like, I'm telling you, when he really got into politics. He had a fucking campaign manager.
And he got smoked each time.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't win shit. He got
But he took it serious.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. But he got smoked each time. Each election, he got smoked.
I mean, that's not surprising, dog. Like,
But
the
he really-
person who,
but
like,
the
nobody
thing
knows
is-
and shit always gets smoked.
No,
like
but
that.
the
So,
thing
like,
is, he really
But the
bel-
fact that he took it serious,
The
though.
thing is, he really believed he was going to win. Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Like, he actually took the shit seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he documented. And the thing about all this, Martine, he documented everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's footage. Everything JC is telling you right now, there was footage of it. And you think
yeah.
it is bullshit. You think it is bullshit, like they're acting, but they're not acting.
My
this
man.
is real.
It's like the actual shit.
My man.
Yeah.
I could not stop laughing. Halfway through episode 1, I was locked and loaded. Like, I looked at Larissa, I was like, I don't know if this is supposed to be funny or not, but this shit's fucking hilarious. He was so hell-bent on making Carol's life a living hell for her having the audacity to go after him. He would, in every single video, he would make sure it was a point to go at her, attack her in any single way. Then he brought in the support for bearing arms. This motherfucker would go out into the forest, and he would have the type of bullets that when you shoot, when it hits on impact, there's a big explosion like it's a fucking Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I could not stop laughing when he was shooting these shits from his rifle, his sniper rifle, and all of a sudden you just see this big ass explosion happen, and it's like, fam, okay, alright. Yo,
He really had it out for this. He really had it out for this bitch, man.
he got a copy of her diary. He was reading her diary on Joe Exotic TV. And then, I mean, this is like the big spoiler, like, there's no way to put it, but I have to.
Air the horns. Air the horns.
I have to explain it. So his second husband accidentally killed himself playing around with the gun.
Nah, I
And
shouldn't
so at the funeral, dog, It's so fucked up what happened at the funeral, but I couldn't stop laughing. This man looked at the man's mother and basically told this woman, I remember I'd be doing my political stuff and Travis would come in and rub his balls on my face.
What kind of shit is that?
What the fuck?
And remember, I told you he was an entertainer. It wasn't just the Tigers. He was a country singing magician. So after he told her that, he bust out in his greatest hits at his funeral.
And he made music videos too, Martin.
Yes, there are whole-fledged music videos dedicated to his country singing. And truth be told, some of the songs aren't that bad. I've heard worse.
Yeah, and then he make actually like diss records towards old girl, like legit diss records. And you think I'm making this up? He legit did that shit. Like, it's fuckery.
I believe it.
This is some shit out of a real Pharaoh movie. Yeah. That's what this sounds like. It's some shit out of a real Pharaoh movie.
Yeah.
And again, I wish I was making this up. But I'm not.
So it's like that, but real.
This is basically the white version of the Death Row story.
Okay.
The hillbilly version.
I won't say Death Row.
No, it is. It is. Joe Exotic is Suge Knight. Literally, because where are they both now?
This is like that movie, not Blood and Guts. What's that real Pharaoh movie that came out with The Rock? Not real Pharaoh. Mark Wahlberg and The Rock and who else? And what's it called? Pain and Gain. No, Pain and Gain. There you go.
Pain and Gain. What the fuck? What movie is that?
That's the one with is Mark Wahlberg's in it, The Rock's in it, and it was like these dudes were just fucking up all types of shit. It's one of those stories when you watch it, it's like, wow, that really happened. I think it's called Pain and Gain. It's called something else.
Yeah, that's one's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one, Real Pharaoh needs to be in. If they ever do a movie on this, Real Pharaoh has to play him. Because there's no other person that can play him but Real Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Take that to the bank, Hollywood.
But the reason why I say it's like a parallel to like a hillbilly death row story is because, yeah, Martin, Joe Exotic's in jail right now because he basically got played by people around him, and they turned informant and said that he put a hit out on Carol and had paid the Vegas Godfather guy's hitman to go to Florida, but the hitman took $3,000 and then just left and went to South Carolina and left.
Shit. It's wild, man.
But he's locked up though.
Yeah, he's in jail. he's in jail right now.
Now I
how long is he in there for?
Why you called him Suge Knight.
How long is he in there for?
For like he's facing like up to 79 years or some shit like that.
Oh damn.
God.
Yeah, like I said, they need to make a movie out of this. Real Pharaoh has to play him. Like he's the only person that needs to play him.
Yeah. There was one more cat too. He was he called himself the Scarface of the big cat world because he ended up doing a 12-year bid because he was smuggling drugs with the animals.
Yeah.
Fucking wow.
I'm telling you, the only regular creatures in this series were the damn animals.
Yeah.
The tigers and all the other ones, they're chilling.
Yeah,
but the humans.
Yeah, the only two parties of humans that had their hands entirely clean was Don, who is he's thought to be the dead second husband. But even then, his hands weren't that clean because he left his family to go be with Carol. So in retrospect, the really only clean ones was Don's wife and his two kids before he met Carol. Those were literally like the only ones with that series that had clean hands.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's some smoking aces shit. Like, just when you think you can root for one, you're like, oh, you're fucked up. You did that? Fuck.
It's like when I kept watching it, it was just like it's like you think it's going one way and then it goes a completely different direction, and then you think that's going one way and it just turns it goes another left. It's wild. It was wild.
Yeah. Shaq was in it because they had footage of him visiting one of the Joe Exotic's place. Shit,
what the
shit?
Fuck?
Shaq came out today and was like, "I ain't friends with that motherfucker." Like, that's how big this documentary was. Like,
yeah, he did exotic. He did shit for like celebrities. I think he was a snake handler for Britney Spears at the VMAs.
Yeah,
he was on talk.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was on late night shows like with Conan O'Brien and Jay Leno.
Okay,
he was popular like that.
Huh?
Yeah,
he was the animal guy. You know. So
He was like just one of those guys that like always got called up for that type shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay, that's crazy.
Nah, that-
Yeah.
I never heard of this
Joe
motherfucker.
Exotic is my favorite character of 2020. Like, it's been such a dark start to this year and this decade, but Joe Exotic has brought some light to me over this week. I watched this fucking series twice.
God damn.
Goddamn.
Like,
Well, yeah, nothing but time.
yeah,
so
we
I don't
watched
blame
it
you.
on Tuesday, and I just got done watching it over the weekend. I had to watch it again.
Shit.
Well, goddamn. See, I still need to watch the last episode because I got halfway through the last episode, but still, it was like the story was already told. It's like Martine, you have to watch this shit. Fuckery.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
you do.
And
I will.
and see,
Like
when
I
I
said,
told you guys
tomorrow I will.
When I told you guys this was white problems, that's what it is. White problems. Because you don't see no niggas doing this. Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, no, this is different. This is
This is
must
not a
see.
whole. This is must see white fuckery.
Yeah,
White wiggery.
yeah.
There you go. Anyway, so other shit happened. Well, not much, but shit did happen when it comes to battles. Man, you gotta love hip hop. Gotta love hip hop.
Round of
man.
applause for our culture, man.
Yep. Round of applause to Instagram for
Yup.
making that IG Live feature. Shit.
Yeah,
But so it all started. First, it was D Nice. It was D Nice last week. This week, for whatever reason, Timberland and Swizz Beatz, they were bored. So, so they were just like, you know what? Let's have a beat battle.
Give me what I
And
want.
they went on it. I think you're the one that told me, Martine.
Yeah, nah. So basically, what had happened was Timberland, because he always posts beats on his Instagram page, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
And he tagged Swiss Beats in one,
Huh.
just like tagged him in, just because I guess he felt like he had like the same type of vibe in the beat,
Yeah.
or whatever, right? So he tagged him in it, and then Swiss took it as, oh, this is a challenge. So they were going at each other in the beginning over Instagram posts,
Huh.
right?
Uh huh.
Yeah. Then it went to the story. They were going kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
Then it was like, all right, let's do it live.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a fucking
Battle.
5 hour battle extravaganza.
Yeah, they were just playing their greatest hits. They were going back. I wasn't keeping score, but they played the whole Jay-Z discography that they did together.
Seriously.
And then they got dead serious when Timberland would play one beat. You hear fucking Swizz Beatz would just go off screen and mutter to himself like, "Oh, motherfucker."
Can we just talk about how it all started too? The beginning was entertaining as fuck when Timberland couldn't get the damn video to start. So
That was on the second half.
Oh, see, no,
That was in the second half.
Yeah, that's in the middle. That there was 3 parts. That was in the
That
middle.
was in the middle because Instagram has that
Yeah.
1 hour feature. So then they took like damn near 15 minutes trying to reconnect, and he's all bitching like, "How the fuck you get it back in?"
Yeah.
and he tried to get his daughter to do it.
Yeah,
Swizz, everyone's commenting like, "You gotta add him, you gotta request him." He's like, "Man, I don't know this shit." Like, oh man, these niggas old as fuck. So
yeah. That's when reality hits you. Like, oh shit, I'm watching grandparents right now do this shit.
I mean, to me, Timberland and Swizz Beatz still look the same to me, but maybe that's because they still. I don't know, maybe I'm getting old too, but they look the same to me. So.
I mean, they can look the same, but
real.
looking the same don't mean that you ain't gonna have them problems that old people got trying to work this new
Yeah,
technology.
That's true, man. That's true.
So who'd y'all feel?
I mean, that gray hair starts to stick out a little more.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like shit.
So who'd y'all feel won?
Timberland won with the
Yeah.
first song. It was over after that. Well, I
first song, you mean the
shouldn't
first-
say the first song. I should say right after they got right back on track in the middle of all that.
Mm-hmm.
When Timberland started off and played "I Need a Ride or Die, Bitch," knowing damn good and well that was Swizz Beatz' crew, the Rough Riders. It was a rap after that. There was nothing Swizz could do.
He was like, "Oh, you motherfucker."
I'll be honest with you though, bro. Like, I feel like Swiss got him, and it's not even on the like who, because obviously to me Timberland's got the better hits. You know what I mean? Like overall,
Yeah.
right? Because like he's one of my favorite producers all time and shit.
Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying? But like, what you call it? But I feel like Swizz got him, and the only reason why I say that is because Timberland played 2 songs twice. That doesn't sound like much, but if you're battling, like, you don't fucking replay shit that you already had.
I think at that point,
I mean?
Timbaland was too drunk.
Yeah.
He probably was, man, because he was sipping on that wine.
I mean, like, if it was, 5 hours? So, I mean, shit, I was really only paying attention once the...
Like, they didn't... And the thing was, Timbaland didn't even touch his Justin Timberlake catalog. He didn't even touch his Michael Jackson shit. He didn't even touch, like, the fucking... It's too late.
Nah, he hit the JT.
I know, but it was very few. It was like only 2 of them.
Yeah.
He had
he didn't get his bag. He just gave the surface.
Yeah.
He only hit the surface. He didn't hit the fucking. He didn't even hit the Michael Jackson bag. He didn't even hit the New Republic bag. He didn't go knee deep in his shit. Like, I can really show you how to produce, son.
Yeah,
because I does this.
Yeah.
You know,
yep.
But that was great. I thought that was just gonna be a one night thing. Nope. Suddenly,
damn,
Boy Wonder. Hey, you hitting that shit tough, huh?
Yeah, I know that one got me.
Nah. Then the next day, it gets announced that Boy Wonder and Hit Boy are gonna have a battle. I was like, oh shit,
man, that happened. That shit happened. I hit the fucking Michael Scott.
God. Like, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Stay fucking calm.
It's happening.
Word. What? Are we here? Let's go.
Hit Boy kept Hit Boy they kept fucking around for a good minute. I was at work and I was waiting for them to get with the shits, but they kept just fucking around and holding back. I was like, y'all niggas holding back, and then I was at work, so I was like, I'll do this. I look at this shit later.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't Boy Wonder that held back. I picked. So I'm gonna be up front. I ran with Hit Boy. I was like, Hit Boy because Hit Boy, he has the big hits. But unless you really know about Hit Boy and what he's done on the West Coast, especially with the Hit Since '87 label, you're not really going to know what he's actually done until you hear it.
No, I get that, but they were playing too many like slow R&B shit at the beginning.
Trust me, I'm going to get to that. I'm saying the reason why I picked Hit Boy initially is that's the reason why it was like, okay, he got hits or like that, whatever. So then they start going, and it's kind of like they just test the waters. It's like, all right. And then these niggas start playing R&B hits, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, you're going to get a couple of these off. No, it turned into like a 20-minute R&B battle. Like, and I was like, nigga, this is the beat version of Puff making them niggas and making the band battle to Boys and Men.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I turned it off. That's when I turned it off, and I was kind of checking in sporadically because I mean, y'all niggas ain't getting in your bags. I was like, y'all holding back. Like, and Hit Boy's like, I got hits. I got songs for bitches too. And I was like, no, okay, you're doing that. All right.
Yeah, seriously. I was like, all right, this is getting a little boring, guys.
And then even Swizz Beats was in the comments going like, y'all need to aim for the head. Like, this is war.
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
Yeah, seriously.
I thought the one thing that was dope between them though was both of them had those Drake tags.
Yeah.
So that was really dope, and that was fun to see. So Hit Boy would come on, and I should probably sign a Hit Boy, and then Boy Wonder would come and play the no disrespect to Hit Boy, but I got all the hits, boy.
Got all the hits, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Drake really won that shit. Like, I forgot to mention, the real person who won the Timbaland and Swizz Beats battle was Hove. Because they had so many hits with Hove. And then when you get to the Boy Wonder and Hit Boy, real person who won that was Drake, because Boy Wonder has a majority of Drake's hits.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you know, Hit Boy only got like, what, 1? And that was trophies, even though it was not on Nothing Was the Same, and he still felt kind of salty about that. But it was cool. I mean, that battle was cool. I watched like the highlights. I'm like, okay, that was cool. And they played some unreleased shit. Like Jay, what's his name? Like there was a Boy Wonder. Hit Boy had a track with Big Sean and Nipsey,
which is going to be on. It's going to be on Detroit too.
Oh yeah, Big Sean. Yeah, go on.
And then Boy Wonder, he played a Drake and Roddy Ricch track that's unreleased right now.
Nah, I knew that was coming.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah, seriously.
You know, but they were just playing unreleased shit. Then it got to the point was like, I think I saw the ending. It was like, man, I ran out of shit. Like, I got the hit records, but shit. Yeah. Like, they just ran through the whole discography. Like, yeah, shit. Bye.
Yeah, I had them. Like I said, I went into it picking Hit Boy, but Hit Boy didn't do what I thought he was going to do. So I had to give it to Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder was
When did he play, like, did he even play niggas in Paris?
Nah, he didn't. Like, he really wasn't. He didn't play Click till like almost the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, so he wasn't even okay. So he was trying to go with the flow, but he was playing it. What's it called? He was being scared. He was playing it soft.
Yeah, he didn't come out swinging. Like he came out on the defensive.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely that.
So then the next, so after that, I was like, okay, there's nothing more. So his Beach was like, but wait, there's more. Now we're gonna have a songwriter battle. I'm like, hold up, what?
Give me what I want.
Oh boy, I was here for man. Look, y'all know how I feel about my R&B bags, man. When that man said we gonna get into a songwriter battle, I was like, okay, well, who you got? That man said The Dream and Sean Garrett, and I was like, all right, bro, hold up. Let me clear my schedule now.
See, at first I was thinking it should have been The Dream and Neo, but I was like, Sean Garrett. I was like, okay, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's
what I thought.
They're a better matchup just because the amount, not only the amount of hits, but kind of like fan favorites too.
Yeah.
So it was on paper, it was a good matchup until the video started.
Yeah, and then Sean Garrett was drunk off his fucking ass.
Yeah.
And then he started playing his new shit that nobody wanted to fucking hear. And then I was at work and I turned the shit off. And then after that, they had no time constraints. So Dream started playing 1+1 with Beyonce. Danner played the whole fucking record. I'm like, nigga, no, don't play the whole. And then I'm looking at the comments. Everyone's going next.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like what honestly what saved that battle was how spicy them niggas was talking to each other. Like that's honestly what saved it. It was the complete opposite of Tim and Swiss and then Hit Boy and Boy Wonder, like when they were at least praising each other. Nah, this one was just straight just pettiness throughout. Like
especially Dream. Every time he'll play a record, he just have his hands over his face on his cheek and he'll just be looking at you like bored.
Yeah. And
then he'll stop and be like, your turn.
Yeah. And then Sean Garrett would get into like this big like soliloquy and shit, and in the middle of him talking, Dream would just be like, next.
Yep.
Next.
Yep.
Shit.
And then he goes and says some shit like, oh yeah, I think me and you are like on the same path. And you said, and then Dream goes, absolutely not. On some Prince shit. Like it was slot. And then Sean Garrett was looking like a damn perv, like looking at the camera and like fucking putting his tongue, like licking his lips. And then I think Kelly Rowland was like, Sean, I love you, but stop looking at me like that.
Yo, Sean Garrett, right under Joe Exotic, probably got some of the greatest meme-ready still frames ready to go. Like
that nigga was looking.
He looked nuts.
Like what the fuck, bro? Like, but like I said, I only saw the highlights, and you could tell he misfired because he was drunk. Because Dream was whooping his ass. Mm-hmm. He even got to the point where he played the fucking original version of Holy Grail with him on the hook.
Yeah,
and Tidal even got, and I remember because Low Key used to fucking hint about that damn record until Timberlake jumped on it. I was like, oh wow, all right. And what else did he play? Yeah, that was pretty much it. That one was just sloppy.
Yeah, it was. There was no structure. Like there was. It was just all over the place. By the time Dream had even put on Purple Kisses, it was kind of like, all right, it's time to go.
I'm over this.
Yeah.
You already checked out.
Yeah. Again, the only reason why I stayed was because them niggas was just talking mad spicy to each other, and that shit was it was just funny as fuck.
So then we thinking, okay, this is it. Nope. Swift Beach was like, there's more. On Sunday, it was Neo versus, how do you say his name? I know it's Austin.
Jonta
Austin. And I was like, Jonta Austin, because I knew the name rang a bell till I did my research, and I was like, oh, he got hits.
Mm-hmm. Jermaine Dupri's secret weapon.
Yeah, that's all. Oh, he got hits. And this one, they actually had rules. They said you could only play.
All right, I didn't watch this one. It actually had rules.
They made their own rules. Like John. Yeah, they said you can only play 1:30 of the records, 20 songs apiece. Like each person gets 20 songs apiece. You could play pretty much anything from your fucking from your discography,
from your catalog,
and no unreleased shit.
Yeah.
So they had rules,
Martin.
And
this is the bar moving forward now. This battle is the bar. There was no. There might have been maybe one out of the 20 rounds where it was just all the way completely off, and I think that was the 5th round when it was, who the fuck did it? Let me pull up. I kept score on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw you keeping score. I think you were just a little too technical. To me, it was tied. That whole shit was a tie to me. That shit was just beautiful. There was no, they didn't miss. That's the thing. They didn't miss at all. No one said, "Oh, this is trash." I was like, "Oh," like they were just hitting each other with hits after hits, song after song. It was great.
See,
Neo and them were great.
But that's why I don't get why you would go 20 rounds. Why not make it 21? That way you
that's
have to
the
have
only
a winner.
That's the only part about it I disagree with was, okay, they should have just went to 21 just in case. But honestly, if you watched it, like there was nothing really to complain about. Like literally, there was nothing to complain about.
And they picked their tracks like smartly. They knew how to fucking pick shit. They didn't want to empty out their roster yet. They wanted to see what you were gonna do.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. The only round that I had that was like completely like, all right, this is completely one-sided, was when Neo played that Mac Wilds track to counter Johnson Austin when he played Stingy by Genuine.
That was equal. That was both equal, man.
That Mac Wilds track is not fucking with Stingy. Never in a million years.
That was equal to me. Those two tracks were equal to me. I like them both equally. So I was like, okay. I didn't even know Neo wrote that shit. I'm like, Neo wrote that? Oh shit. But I liked both tracks. I was like, oh, okay.
Mac Wilds is cool. It does not compare to Stingy in my book.
Yeah, to you. But to me, I felt, I was like, okay, this is great. And it just kept going and going and going, and then to me, like you gave it to Neo. I felt it was just a tie either way. Both of them won.
See, especially because really what I was breaking it down to, like, it sounds like a lot of people were just doing it to enjoy it. I was just breaking down where it was like, okay, this is each song per round. Which song do I like more? That's basically all I did. I wasn't like trying to be super technical with it. It was just, okay, they're putting songs up against each other.
Which one do you like more?
Which song of these two do I like more?
And I liked them both equally. That's the thing. I was like, fuck it.
Like, I think
just can't make up your mind, huh, Busby?
Yeah,
just can't make up your damn mind.
And then when what's his name? How you say his name? Deontay Austin. Jonte Austin. When he played that Aaliyah track and he had that look on his face, like I does this, and Neo was like, "Oh, you wrote this? Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote that shit."
Yeah. See, I thought I had Johnson pretty much ahead throughout the beginning. I thought Johnson had Neo on the ropes when Johnson dropped Sweet Lady. And then Neo countered with You Make Me Better. I was like, fam, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. And so I was like, all right, Neo's on the ropes. And then Johnson, he started round 12 off with Like You by Bow Wow. And I was like, all right, I don't know how Neo comes back with this. And then Neo drops Leave You Alone by Jeezy, which is one of my favorite songs of the entire last decade. And I was like, okay, you're back.
And then the other part when they came back from, and that's another thing. When the Instagram Live went down because they went over an hour, they came back instantly.
Yeah.
And then they waited for everyone to come back, and they're going like, "Oh, they're saying it's tied, and then Neil goes, "Yeah, they're saying it's tied, but I'm up one," and he plays the next record. I was like, "Oh, you bitch."
And really, when they went offline, Martine, it was really kind of like an intermission. It wasn't like a scramble like the other ones, where it was like, okay, we got to kind of get back.
Yeah.
No, this one was kind of like an intermission, like, okay, thank God, we got some time to breathe now, because these niggas just went through 12 rounds of just fucking bangers.
Yeah.
So that happened going into round 13 when Johnson played With You by Chris Brown, and then that's when Neo came in and he goes, they say we tied, but I'm up one, and then that's when he dropped So Sick.
And he had that little sneaky troll smile on his face. Yeah. He had that troll smile on his face. And the thing was,
like, he knew too. Like,
Neo didn't really go in his bag like that. That's the craziest part. He didn't really go deep in his bag. I was like, damn! And just to think about the royalty checks these dudes have.
Oh yeah,
God,
they are never lacking during Christmas time ever.
Nope,
never.
And then in the end, they ended with their biggest songs. He wrote "We Belong Together," sang by Mariah Carey, and he wrote "Irreplaceable" by Beyonce. And that was the last round, and it was like, in my mind, I'm like, you need to go to sudden death, but I can understand.
Yeah.
So
Martine, there was one round where Johnson played "Can't Help But Wait" by Trey Songz, and then Neo played "Sexy Love." It was just like,
back to
dog.
back.
What?
It was
What the fuck, man?
They went.
How do you pick between
They
them?
went
Like,
at
shit.
it. This was.
Now I
I'm telling you,
understand,
this was
Busby.
the fucking bar. Oh, and then
Yeah.
Larissa and I we couldn't help it. We had to just bust out and dance. So round 9, Johnson plays "Shorty Like Mine" by Bow Wow, and then Neo counters with "Busted Baby 2."
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And that's the thing, because Neil had songwriting credits and then the songs that he's featured on.
Right.
So it was like ding ding. He had the double punch.
Yeah.
Man, that was fire.
Round of applause to both of them, man.
Round of applause round of applause.
That shit's crazy.
Now we don't know what's coming. Now people are saying we need to have Pharrell versus Kanye. Now,
bruh.
if it's done right,
Sign me up.
the motherfucker's going like, I'm a Kanye fan, but Pharrell will wipe the floor with Kanye. And I was like, do you know who the fuck Kanye West is? And you're a Kanye stan saying this? The fuck?
Hey man,
I like Kanye, and I think he's up there. But you just
It'll be close.
Pharrell is
It'll be
just
close.
Pharrell
You say
is
different animal. So is Kanye.
Kanye's incredible. Pharrell's
He's a
just
different-
one of those minds where it's
Pharrell's a
It's going
beast,
to
man.
push-
So is Kanye.
it'll put no, but I'm saying you got to understand what I'm saying. Pharrell is probably the one producer that could push Kanye to bring out his best in a battle form. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Pharrell make Kanye make a beat out of spite.
Yeah,
Live on IG Live.
I could see that. I could definitely see that shit.
And if because I can tell Swizz Beatz and Timbaland, because they were on IG Live talking about it. They say, yeah, I think Swizz Beatz is trying to get Kanye to do it. Kanye just needs to get in his laptop and remind motherfuckers who the fuck he is.
I got a
Another
list.
one
I got a list of battles I want to see.
I want to see Diddy and JD.
Shit.
I want that one.
I'm gonna tell you right now, from another songwriting battle, I want to see Brian Michael Cox versus Darkchild.
I've seen that. I want to see that.
And then if we want to get like really, really old school, because I'm sure these guys can do it, I want to see Babyface versus Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
I was seeing that too. Yeah, that would be fire.
And then
That would be fire.
yeah, and then we could even expand on this and go into the engineer route. So then you just put Mike Dean up against Mixed by Ali.
Shit. Or fucking 40 versus Mixed by Ali. I was thinking that one.
But
yeah, but 40's. I mean, he's more of a producer.
yeah,
overall.
Mike Dean
Yeah.
is the engineer.
Mike D and,
Yeah.
and Mixed by Ali. Huh, that could be good.
Yeah, and then
I don't know
would be
how
interesting.
engineering one will work, but that sounds interesting.
yeah,
but
so I got that one. Manny
who
Fresh
does Drake
versus Lil
go
Jon.
against? That would be great.
Who?
Manny Fresh
You said Manny
versus
Fresh?
Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
and then I want to see.
And that'll be a lot closer than people
Exactly.
would think, too.
And then because I'm a big fan of the production back then. 3-6 Mafia, so Juicy J and DJ Paul versus Beats by the Pound, which was the No Limits in-house producers.
That'd be fire.
Shit.
Battle
You know
Cat,
who would have
That'd be crazy.
Battle Cat versus
killed in
Fred
this?
Oh, bruh.
You know who would have really killed in this songwriting shit?
who's that?
He who shall not be named. He who shall not be named.
Yup.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
Double time it.
Double time.
That's a quadruple. Yeah, no, I was going through a list of producers, and look, I know how we all feel about that motherfucker, but if you were to put a bracket together, unfortunately you can't leave him out. He's got like the
And he would probably make it really far,
he's,
too.
he's got like the
probably
he's
get
got like
down
the
there.
OJ effect, where it's what he did is fucked up. You know he's guilty of it, but yet
Well,
OJ is on the top 100
OJ was
players
proven
of the
innocent.
entire history
Yeah.
of the NFL.
Yep.
You know,
True.
Yeah.
True.
and
Yeah,
they voted that years after.
Yeah. I mean, but besides that nasty motherfucker, I was thinking Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, that's easy one. That's easy money.
Yeah. And who would Dre go against?
Dre's not gonna do it, so I won't even waste time. I didn't even
No,
waste time thinking
but
about it.
hypothetically speaking, who would Dre go against?
Hypothetically?
Yeah. Quincy Jones.
I mean, he could go against Timbaland. He can go up against Kanye.
I don't think he.
Because I'm thinking about guys who don't really make the beats anymore like that. You know what I mean? Because Timbaland has producers on his team. Kanye has producers on his team. You know what I mean? They just kind of conduct them pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
People-
those are the only two that I
It
could
was
really
funny.
think of.
It was funny how everyone was all going like, "Yo, Dre is Thanos." I'm like, no. Dre is not Thanos. That's Quincy Jones. I don't
Yeah, and I'll be the first to tell you that, and I am a huge Dre fan. You know what I mean? Like there's
nobody that can go against Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones got damn near 8 decades on motherfuckers.
This nigga could play one Michael record and it's over.
Fuck the Michael record. This motherfucker playing Frank Sinatra.
This motherfucker could play.
Bro.
He could play the fucking. What else did he? Oh man, that shit. He could play the Jeffersons theme song.
He could play the Secret Garden.
He could do anything. Like nigga, he's the Infinity Gauntlet. That's Quincy Jones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's a perfect comparison.
But see, that's one of the reasons why I didn't. That's the reason why I didn't put Dre. Like, it would be nice to see Dre, but realistically, I was like, I'm not even gonna waste time. So I just went. I made some more matchups. I went through. I was like, we got nothing but time, fam. The whole entire month.
Now, do you think rappers are gonna do this? No, they got too much ego. Yeah. Too much ego.
They're too prideful, man.
That's what I said. Because everyone's like, when are rappers gonna do this? I'm like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. But that's too much ego and too much pride. Pride's gonna get hurt.
But I can expect some more R&B cats because in this game, I've always been on the side that R&B cats are really more on site than rappers are.
Yeah. They're more gangster.
Yeah. So I wouldn't. But then back to my list on shit. I want to see Alchemist versus Madlib.
That'd be cool.
I want to see Mike Will versus Metro.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
I want to see
that'd be nasty.
Murder Beats versus Kenny Beats.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
For our home turf, I want to see Trax A Million versus P-Lo.
I was thinking Trax A Million versus fucking Droopy.
See, I gotta go with P-Lo. P-Lo got more mainstream hits.
Yeah.
And
true.
Even though Trax A Million didn't have like the mainstream, it was at a time when hyphy the light was on hyphy, so his hits got heard.
Yeah, Trax A Million P-Lo, that would be a good battle.
Tay Keith versus Young Chop. Let's see. I had so this was a toss up for me. I could do 1500 or nothing versus either League of Stars or the Justice League.
Justice League.
Yeah. 808 Mafia.
1500 against the Justice League would be nuts. Like seriously, dude. What the fuck?
808 Mafia versus The Business.
That'll be good.
That'd be nice.
You guys remember the Runners and the Underdogs?
Yep.
Yeah, so I had them going against each other.
Who Cool and Dre go against?
See, I was trying to find a matchup for Cool and Dre. I just couldn't find one.
Heatmakers.
I was thinking Justice League. Hitmakers.
Hitmakers would be a good ass matchup.
Hitmaker versus Mustard.
Hitmaker.
Oh yeah, I'll tell
Mustard would win that.
And then I had one more. Trackmasters versus Organized Noise.
That'd be good. Yes.
Oh, I forgot. Damn. And then the biggest one, DJ Premier versus RZA.
I think RZA versus Dre would be a good one.
It could. I just go with Premier and RZA because they're both coming from groups.
The styles too.
Man. Yeah. Other than that, man, we got nothing but time. We're gonna be in this. We're gonna be in our houses for a good month or two. Fuck it. These rappers ain't nothing but time. Round of applause
to everybody. I don't mean to cut you off. Just round of applause to everybody that just they had it in them to at least turn the IG Live on and put these together.
Oh, seriously.
I want more. I need
people
this.
were saying they should do Jay-Z versus Drake, and I was like, Jay-Z and Drake, like Jay-Z is making Instagram just to get at Drake, and I'm like, man.
One can hope.
Or people say, oh, it could be a Jay-Z or Nas go song for song. I was like, nah. I'm a Nas fan. No, that's not gonna work. No.
I think some nigga hit you up and was like, oh no, because y'all don't be knowing that Nas' underground hits can knock out Jay, and I was like, all right, bro, your tweet is sponsored by crack.
Nah, this Jay put on 2 shows of his B-sides and street singles. Really? Like, I know Nas. Really? And you gonna try to school me on Nas?
Yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
Nah.
No.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. I like Nas. I do. But no. Come on now.
No, let's be real here. It's not gonna happen. I just need these battles to really just keep moving forward because
I just said I'm sorry. Go on.
I just need to move forward because the lack of sports and anything live. Like, I need live action. It's getting to the point now where there's motherfuckers in the world that are betting on simulated NBA 2K games. Like, that's how bad it's getting.
Dude, they're betting on Madden too.
Like, Larissa was talking to me this morning, and she's like, so I follow a lot of sports Twitter, and she's like, and there's just like this uprising of what do you guys call it when you guys don't like sports? Like, because you guys aren't thirsty. I was like, oh, niggas is mad sporny. She's like, sporny? And I was like, yeah, they sports horny.
Yep. They don't. Dude, ESPN is showing old WrestleMania clips, man. They're showing old WrestleManias to kill the time.
Yeah, no, Cats is out here mad sporny. Like, they making lists of anything now. I saw a cat make a list of lists that have already been laid out. Like, he was doing his top 10 lists of lists that people already made, and I was like, fam, this is too much now.
Well,
we're getting to a range where I don't know where this isn't. We can't do this. We need something.
But back to the fucking battles and shit. I'm like, you guys gotta be glad Michael and Prince ain't alive, because they got on IG Live and went song for song.
Oh my!
And went song for song, feelings are gonna get hurt. No, this is another one. I want Beyonce versus Rihanna.
Bruh.
And go song for song.
You know damn well that ain't gonna happen.
Hey man, I want fuckery off when it comes to that. Just for the fans.
I mean, that would be fucking amazing.
Oh,
Don't
I mean,
get me wrong.
that
would be amazing.
We know who's gonna be the winner of that one, though.
Who? Rihanna?
LeBron James
or Beyonce? Oh god!
Oh, you stupid! You so stupid.
Because I was thinking people saying, "Nah, Beyonce's gonna win that," and I was just like, "Nah, it'll be a lot closer." Because Rihanna got hits.
Rihanna got hits, and Rihanna got spiciness to her too. She was talking mad shit to Kevin Durant on one of the lives.
Yeah, I saw that shit. And Drake tried to fucking talk to her, and then he just she hella ignored him and said, "No, he's thirsty."
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Aubrey, this past Monday, I was about to go to sleep at around 3 a.m. because time doesn't mean shit now. So
it really doesn't.
What is time?
What is time?
Somebody did this.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was literally about to go to sleep. I go on Instagram, and I literally go on Instagram, and then I see Drake posts a picture, and it said like, posted seconds ago. Like, it's literally a little over a minute ago. I'm like, so he just posted this. And I see him sitting with a little blonde white baby. And I'm thinking, who's this? And I really look at it, and he leaves like a long ass note that I didn't fucking read, because who the fuck wants to read? And I looked at it, and I was,
ain't got nothing but time, bro.
But nah, I was tired. That was sleepy time. But I looked, and I was like, that's his son. That's Adonis. I was like, and then I keep scrolling because he posts like a whole legion of photos and shit. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, that's his baby. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and then there's the family picture of him, his baby mama, and his child. And he's holding his baby, and he has that look on his face. All men with kids, they know that look. I see my homeboy have this look when he's taking a picture with his baby mom. It's that, this is my life now.
Yep. I'm here. This is me.
I'm here.
Shit.
He wasn't smiling or nothing. He just had that look on his face. Like, I was like, oh, damn. So, of course, Twitter just lights up my fucking mentions. Because one person had the picture of LeBron with that game 5-6 look on his face. Like, Busby right now. I was like, well, what do you want me to say? Yuck. Like, Pusha T bullied him to be a damn daddy? I mean, this is what I think happened. Drake was bored like me, and he was just like, like Prince, I'm bored. Let me just make the internet go nuts. And he just posted it and went to sleep.
Yeah, I purposely stayed away from that. I liked it when I saw it on Instagram, like, all right, cool, that's him, being a father. That's all right. And then I stayed away from it because what I saw from the responses on Twitter, it was like, you still understand this is a child, right? Like, some of the stuff y'all saying is just, hey, I don't give a fuck how bored you are. Some shit just, hey, you just don't go after kids in that way. It's so.
Of course. Like, I didn't look at it either.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I didn't do that shit. But when I looked at the child, my first response was, now I understand what Drake was saying when he said he had to get 2 tests. because he said he had to take 2 DNA tests to fucking see if that was his baby, and I could see it at first glance. I was like, that ain't your baby. That was my first response. But then when you really look at him, I was like, yeah, that's your baby. Yeah, I know. That's why I caught myself. I was like, yeah, that's your baby. Yeah, that's your baby. Yeah.
I knew it was
Sophie
his
was looking nice.
I knew it was his from jump because as soon as I saw him, he just popped up. I was like, damn, he looks just like his mom. Not his mom, but Drake's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I didn't think about that. But
people on social media don't understand how genetics work and don't understand that genetics can kind of skip a generation. So it's the same thing happened with me. Like, I only look like my mom because my mom looks like my grandpa. I look dead on like my grandpa. But when I was born, I was white as snow.
Yeah, I look dead on like my dad. And yeah, I mean, but the thing was, I was just like, oh wow. I mean, Pusha won. That's all I could say. Because if the story of Adilon never happened, we would not have seen that baby.
No, we would have. We would have seen it in Adidas.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true, bruh.
But still, it's just. I don't know. Yuck, that's all I can say.
I stayed away from it, but it was funny, the timing of it, because I spent all Saturday night, I think I spent 2 hours just going back and watching Story of Adidon reaction videos.
Dude, you too.
Yeah.
Dude, I was randomly thinking about Story of Adidon that day. I was randomly thinking about it. Like, damn. That was a moment. I was randomly thinking about it, and then that happens.
Yeah, I just went back and was laughing at all the reactions, and then I got upset at the reaction because I was like, "Damn, y'all keep skipping over the good parts because you keep stopping this." But like, so it's like, damn, I should start doing reaction videos because these motherfuckers just don't listen all the way through. They just cut and stop. And there's a difference between doing that versus what Joe Budden and them do when they cut and stop. They'll break the shit down and then they'll rewind it about 10 seconds and then re-go over that. Now, these cats are just hitting play, so they're just missing shit.
I think Sean C's the best at it. You should watch his videos. His was
cool. His was cool. He missed some stuff, too. They were all, for the most part, missing the 666 part.
Oh, yeah, because they were still trying to get over, like, when he mentioned 40, it was like the shock of it. I mean, I missed it, too, the first time, so I had to re-listen to it.
Serious? But see, if you're going to break the
shit
down,
second, I was
do
in
it
shock.
right, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever.
Yeah, but, just timing wise, I thought it was funny because I just got done watching that on Saturday night.
Oh man. Anyway, music dropped.
That it did.
And the horns. Party. Well, is he kicked back around the block or is he party next door this time?
I gotta give him respect, man. That's party. That's party next door.
Or is it block mobile? Like, you know, kick back around the block. Yeah. Kick back mobile.
Block mobile.
Party mobile.
You know what though? I gotta go even further. This ain't party next door. This is Jerron Braithwaite.
That's his name.
I gotta call him his government because look what I said about Weeknd's album, where it was. The first time I listened to it, I was like, damn, this is great. And then the second time I listened to it, I was like, oh, okay, so this isn't what I heard. This was the opposite for me. The first run of Party Mobile, I was like, oh, okay, these are just, you know, some reference tracks. A couple of them are
that's what you
bangers.
told me over the weekend.
Yeah, a couple of them are bangers and whatnot. So I was like, all right. But then I played it a second time the next day, and I had time to actually listen to it. And I was like, oh, no, I apologize. These are not reference tracks. These are well put fucking together tracks. Like, I'm glad Drake didn't take these from you tracks.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked it. It wasn't better than Party 2. I feel Party 2 was his best work, but that's not saying much. But this one was pretty decent. I enjoyed it all the way through. Like, the first 2 tracks, Nothing Less than Turn Up, were cool. The News and Split Decision was cool. Loyal still blah, but an album...
it's not as bad. It makes sense.
Yeah. What's it called? Believe It. Believe It's a hit. With him and Rihanna? That's a fucking hit.
Even though she's only on the hook.
But still, man, that's a fucking hit.
Nah, I feel it.
That could have easily been a Drake record, but she gave it to fucking Party Next Door. Yeah. That's a hit.
I like the fact how Cardiac and Murder Beats were on the same tracks for the most part. Like they did, Cardiac did 4 tracks and Murder Beats did 3, so they were on 3 together.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Shit.
That they actually made a good combination.
And then the best track, which was the last track, I feel this is like the best track I've ever heard from him, is Savage Anthem.
Don't hold your breath. Oh man.
Yeah. That was toxic.
Man, you know how I came in saying In Your Eyes for me was a contender for Song of the Year?
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of beat it out. I love this song.
This shit was toxic. Yes, I loved it. Sounded like a fucking response to Kalani.
I was just about to say, do you think he's talking about Kalani? Because he mentions Oakland in the song.
Of course he is.
Of course he clearly mentions Oakland. Like, let's put that all on Front Street. He clearly says Oakland.
And he mentions...
Bruh, tell me why...
No, and...
Tell me why I didn't even think about that shit. Mm-hmm. That didn't even cross my fucking mind,
and
dog,
also,
so you said that right now.
Not Rihanna. Kalani fucking went on fucking Twitter when the album dropped and when that record came out, and she accidentally tweeted from her account, but I guess she wanted to be on her burner page, and she was talking shit about Party Next Door, about how he cheated and all types of shit. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that was about her.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny how in that song he said, there was one part in the song he said, now there's a smell in the living room. King's, I gotta say, I'm sorry, that's just what pimpin' do. And then it got quiet, and then he changed the octave, said, that's just what pimpin' do.
That reminds
Somebody
me,
did this.
Every time I watch a WWF, they're showing The Godfather. He said, come get on the train. And I'm like, they got away with that shit. And you know The Godfather be pimping hoes every time. Just light that up and say, pimpin' ain't easy. I'm like, I was a kid watching that at 13. And I was like, oh, this is fire. Now I'm old. I'm like 32. I'm like, they really aired this shit.
Like, they really played that shit for real?
Dude, you remember WWF Regression when they had all the rappers do the themes and shit?
Yeah, I bought that shit.
Yeah, Ice-T did the fucking Pimpin' Ain't Easy shit.
Yep. But you know what made Godfather's his act so much, like, it took it there. It was always King's commentary for it. Like, he would be in the ring and he'd be like, say Pimpin' Ain't Easy, and the King would scream from the announce table, Pimpin' Ain't Easy!
Come get on the, and it's how the song opens. Come get on the
and King would say, "Oh my god, JR, puppies,
puppies, look at the hose!
Oh my god!"
The JR be like, "Yeah, here come the hose. Godfather in his hose, like Stone Cold. It's the hose. It's the Stone Cold. It's the hose."
Or when he would bring him to the ring, and then his opponent would always look at him, and then King would be like, "Oh no, he shouldn't be doing that. Here, why don't you come sit next to me?"
No, the funniest part is when he be fighting them, and he'd be like, "You know what? Why are we fighting right now? Let's just go back with these hoes." Right now. Oh damn, good times. But yeah, Party Next Door, it was cool. I enjoyed it for what it is.
Yeah, no,
and that's the thing.
There's there's 14 tracks plus the remix to Loyal with the remix with Bad Bunny. I like that one.
Okay.
I mean, it just fits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's like his style of music.
To me,
anyways.
that should have been... Had they made that original, I'd have been a lot more cool with it.
For sure.
So aside from that, there was 14 songs. I think out of the 14, there were probably only like 1 or 2 where I was like, okay, I could do without. And then there was another 2 where I was like, meh. But for the most part, everything else, I was there. I was like, again, once I had time to actually listen to the actual music and take in what he was saying and realize that I was selling them short. These weren't reference tracks. These were really well put together.
Yeah. He did a great. He did a great job on this.
Yeah.
And it's funny because looking on Twitter, Party Next Door fans were low key disappointed by it, and I was like, "Oh, that's what they were low key. They felt it was trash." Because they had their expectations.
That's crazy.
They had their expectations so high for him, and I'm like, yeah, that's what the fuck you get. Because I'm at the point in my life now, I don't have expectations for certain artists now. I take it for what it is. Unless it's like you could tell they didn't try and it's trash.
Yeah.
Then then I'm gonna hold them accountable. But if you know this is who they are now, just take it for what it is. And this is his first project in what? 3-4 years?
And the last one was
like
2017 when he dropped the EP. 2017 or 2018.
Yeah. So you know, Party 3 came out in what, 2016? So 17, 18, 19. Yeah, his first full release in like 4 years. So,
Yeah.
whatever.
Shit.
Are we
It
finally?
is what it is.
I mean, bro,
Are we?
before we go any further, real quick. OVO is looking like label of the year so far, bro. Because if you look at this,
and then Division,
and then what Division's been
Yeah.
doing,
and then what Drake is doing.
and then Drake is gonna drop. Like you know
And
he's
Division
gonna drop.
Division
You know what I
drops
mean?
in a couple weeks.
All of a sudden, they're making a comeback.
fuck.
All of a sudden,
Division's
Yeah.
dropping.
OVO looks
Yeah,
strong.
Division's
right now, bro.
Division's
Like, it's
dropping
crazy.
April 17th. It's already they already got like 3 or 4 songs that are pre-released on available on the pre-order. Like they're ready to
that
go.
record with Snow Allegro
Yeah.
was pretty fire.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
man, that's them.
Are we at a point where everybody's finally ready to admit that The Weeknd don't like that nigga?
Man, it didn't dawn on me till my homeboy pointed it out, because he said like, dude, Weeknd's an asshole. I'm like, what do you mean? Because I was like, dude, he just released like 3 new tracks.
Yeah.
And I was like, it didn't dawn on me. I was like, what do you mean? His album just sold like 400. Oh yeah, round of applause for Weeknd for having the highest selling album of the year.
Yep.
And so, and he apparently, according to TMZ, the label didn't want him to drop because of the whole pandemic, because they didn't feel no one was gonna shop, no one was gonna buy it. He said "fuck
Yeah,
you"
alright.
and dropped. He believed in his fans. He betted on himself, and he has the highest selling album in the first week. So shout out to Weeknd.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so he released that, and he released like remixes of the songs, like the deluxe edition. And then this past Sunday, he released the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
And he has,
Oh my god!
yeah, he added 3 more songs. So I was thinking, oh, it's just 3 more songs, and he was like, no, who dropped on Friday? And I was like, oh, that's some asshole shit.
Yeah, and 2 of the songs were legitimate. Like, fam, why didn't you put these on the album?
Cause fuck you.
Yeah,
That's
nothing.
why.
Nothing compares and missed you. I was listening to those 2, like, why weren't these here? What are you doing?
Nigga.
But I saw all this and I was like, yeah. I don't know if it's reciprocated. Like, Party don't fuck with him either. I just know on the Weeknd side, he's harboring some ill feelings towards whatever Drake did. So he's just picking with the
Taking it out.
R&B nigga that he's got.
Because I'm telling you, people try to compare him to Weeknd. People try to compare Party Next Door to Weeknd, and Weeknd's like, I don't know who the fuck you think this is.
They're two
Let's put
different.
it
They're
this
two
way.
different R&B though, and Weeknd's more pop.
Yeah, he really is. And Weeknd's
mean,
not
but
really a
it's still
song. He's not
R&B
really a
though,
song. He doesn't
dog.
write for other artists.
Yeah, he's more of a songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party Next Door, like, what's his name? Like, Party Next Door, like a songwriter. Weeknd is just, I'm the singer. I ain't writing for you niggas.
Yeah.
Like, that'll be a song for song I want to hear. Weeknd and Party Next Door.
Nah,
Just
nobody
for
want to hear
fuckery's
that.
sake.
Nah, that shit can shut down
I
the
do.
first fucking
No.
song.
I do. Yeah. He'll just play he can just play any song.
As soon as
from
Weeknd
House of
can
Balloons.
start that motherfucker off with Wicked Games, and it's like, all right, bro, I'm logging out. I'm not watching this.
He can play the Hills, and that's it.
Yeah. Seriously. Game over.
Blouses.
Yeah.
I think he'll play a song from Kissland and it'll be over. Like, the fuck? Who the fuck you think I am?
I ain't going that far. I ain't like nothing from
No,
Kissland, so
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I'm
dog.
just saying. No, there were some hits on Kissland. I'm gonna tell you that. But anyway, other music dropped. Did y'all listen to Jesse Reyez?
I did.
That was a good album.
Yeah, it was.
I had to listen to it twice. The first time I was kind of like on it, but the second time I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, you had
was a
you
good
kind
album.
of had the same feelings I did with listening to Party for the first time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because I listened to it for the first, and from jump I was like, whoa, I didn't hear this on the first album. This is great.
The first thing she says was, "I should have fucked your friends."
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, what? You want to die?
Yeah, no, she started off just like SZA on Control.
Yeah, pretty much. What'd she say? What was the first thing that SZA said on Control?
Basically, I should have fucked your friends.
Yeah, in Vegas. I should have fucked your friend
Yeah.
in Vegas or some shit. Yeah, but Do You Love Her? Death. Like the first four songs were just like hit after hit after hit. At first, I was kind of on Coffin because it was a great song, and then M's verse comes, and I was just like, this wasn't needed. But then when I heard it again in the context of the album, I'm like, okay, this was needed. I get it. And what's it called? imported because she added that in from her EP with Black. And the what's the Mexican record? La Memoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Pretty close.
That was a good one.
Dope to me was good. I like Dope.
Yeah, Dope was good. You know, and Love in the Dark and I Do and Figures. Yeah, this was a great project. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I also want to give a shout out. Well, first of all, round of applause to both Party and Jesse just for 2 quality R&B projects. But I also want to highlight. I want to highlight and give some shout out to this producer, Business Boy, because Business Boy was not over. He had, I think, 3 tracks on this album. He also had a few tracks on Party's album.
Really?
So he got busy this weekend.
He gonna collect them checks.
Yeah. So shouts out to Business Boy. I'm actually gonna look him up when we probably this week to see what else he's been doing.
Now Joyner Lucas, did y'all listen to that shit?
Oh, Joyner is literally one of he's legit what you just explained earlier, which is you just know what to expect for certain people, and your expectations really aren't that high.
Yeah, and I listened to that album ADHD.
Oh shit!
I listened to it, and I was over it. Like I wanted. It was one of those albums I wanted to like.
Oh yeah.
But then at the halfway point, I felt like he was trying to be something that he wasn't, and it just didn't sit well with me. And by the time I was done, and I'm like, I'm never listening to this again.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
It was just for me.
It's
it was
not good.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it was really how it was sequenced from jump. Like, it's a fucking 2.5 minute intro, and then I Lied, which is the second track, is like an intro, and that's like 4 minutes of him just rapping. So it's literally like 7 minutes of just
some NF bars.
Okay, I don't have any breathing room, fam. Like, you didn't give me a song, you just gave me bars, which was cool, but you should have just came out.
He tried to do the relapse shit. That's what he tried to do.
Yeah.
He tried to do the Eminem relapse shit, and I was like, all right, I guess.
ISIS with Logic is cool. Like, I still like that song. The video's still wild, but it is what it is.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is the first time I actually heard it outside of the video.
Yeah,
and within the album, it was cool. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool. I had nothing against
the song
it.
I was surprised with. Him and Young Thug sounded great together on The War.
That was a good song.
That was
a good song.
I was actually shocked about that. I was like, wow, they sound good. What was it? I think, even on The War, even with it sounding how it did, I don't think that was the one where I was like, fam, he could have got Ty Dolla $ign the hook for this.
Was that the Chris Brown record?
No, I think it was the one with Young Thug. Like, they had good chemistry, but then he did the hook, and it was like, you don't fit this hook.
I know what you're talking about.
But the way he was doing it, I was like, why didn't you just call Ty?
I don't know. He felt he could be. I don't know. He felt he could be Drake. I don't know.
Yeah. So that was one. Devil's Work. Devil's Work. I liked. Like, I can revisit that one. Whether I'm not revisiting the album as a whole, but that'll be a song where I would actually want to play. It's a good storytelling track.
Yeah, he did a video. He did a video for that.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem is he did videos for these songs like at least a year ago.
Yeah, so, like a year ago.
Yeah, so now you're hearing everything, and it's like, okay, that's how I can classify you now. You are a visual rapper. Like, your songs, I can only listen to your songs as I'm watching the video, and I can probably only watch your video twice at most.
At the most.
Because, he's, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, some of the stuff just doesn't flow together. Like,
I'm just glad he didn't put that Eminem track on there.
But see, that was my
seriously?
thing I was actually let down with. I was like, okay, on this big stage, this is your big debut. Why isn't M on here? And you've been like, you've been going, every time M gets into a scrap with somebody, you always on Twitter like, oh, we gonna handle it. And it's like, well, here your album comes and M ain't here.
That.
Yeah.
Maybe because you got mad at leaked, or maybe M didn't. I don't know. He was hyping it up too, saying, yeah, this is vintage M, and this is Slim Shady M, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then the song leaked, and it was none of that. And it's something I don't want to hear M rap about. I mean, it's a good storytelling track, I guess, but I don't care.
Yeah, no. That song I don't want to hear. I know now. I realize which one you're talking about. That one, just leave that shit off. I would have thought they would have had another one in their tuck.
Seriously.
Yeah, logically, but this is the illogical sense.
I mean, you would think.
You would think.
Yeah.
I thought that too, but nope.
Nah.
No. Yeah. But overall, that album was just blah. It was cool.
What'd you think about the Will video?
It was creative. Just like all his videos.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. His videos are always really good. Really fucking
I thought
good.
that was probably his best one since the one he did about the kid not being his.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think that video is probably the best one he's done since then. Where it was really very well thought out and creative. And it did what it was supposed to do. It got Will's attention, and Will blasted all over his social media.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about
The
it.
song was cool too.
I mean, from that instance, like, you
Honestly.
know, for him, it's, again, I had such high expectations for him just being that kind of rapper. Because as far as just rapping mechanics and technicality, he's probably up there with Cole and Kendrick. Like,
he is.
Off of just the technicality of rap and just the dynamics of it, he's probably there.
Right.
But honestly,
right.
what has him just, his downfall is just he's not a good songwriter to me.
Yeah, I mean, he had spurts on that album, but other than that, it was.
But see,
like I said,
when I'm talking about songwriting, I'm not talking about his storytelling. He's really good at storytelling.
no,
He's probably
that's what I'm talking about. No, when I say spurts, there were some songs like the Chris Brown record. I felt that was pretty good. But then after that, there were some songs on the album where I saw how he was changing up his flow and shit like that, and he was rapping like these niggas out right now, and I'm like, no, that's not you.
Yeah,
and it just kind of it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, like he was trying too hard. And yeah, but it's not bad. It's just
it's something I'm just not going to revisit. I don't. Yeah, it's there, which is unfortunate for your official debut. Like, your debut should never just be there.
Right. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
What else dropped? That was only 2 albums that was only 3 albums I listened to.
Snowman.
Who? Oh yeah, just Jeezy.
Jeezy came out of nowhere and dropped a 7-track EP, entirely produced by Shawty Red, called 2020 Pyrex Vision. And it gets to the point, I don't think there's no third verse on any of these songs. I don't think there's any song that's higher than 2 minutes and 30 seconds in length. So it's an 18-minute EP. But boy, I'd be lying if I wasn't hyped for this project once I heard it. It's just, it's non-stop energy.
Nice.
Like, it's just energy. Like, I don't know, like, for everybody being at home right now, for people that are doing in-house workouts, this is probably the perfect project to put on during your 18-minute cardio stretch.
Well, goddamn.
Like, it's just...
How long was the album? Like 40 minutes?
No, it's 18 minutes.
Oh, 18 minutes. Oh, so the EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only like 7 tracks.
Yeah, like
right?
I said, it's only 7 tracks, but there's no song is... it's not any longer than like 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
like, it literally got straight to the point. And then everybody was talking about, oh, Jeezy came out of retirement, and so he comes out, releases a statement, and he's like,
I didn't retire.
he goes, I think everything was just misconstrued when I said that was my last album for Def Jam, but fuck it, we here. Sometimes you got to come out and you got to put on for the people. And so I was like, all right, you played that off pretty well. I could fuck with it. But again, like, the title track is the first one that starts off with, and it's like him and Shawty Red just picked up from where they were for what they did on the Recession.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like they literally just
shit.
like no time skip. And then First Mind is it's a simple ass hook, but it's catchy. Billions and Keep Going, like, it's just all the track, like, it's just high energy. That's all I can. That's the best way to explain it. It's just really good energy. If you're out,
what's up.
if you're out and want to hear background music, but I don't even want to call it background music because he is saying something. It's just music to be active to, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Music to be active to.
Yeah. This is the shit that if Kendrick made Good Kid, Mad City this year, this would probably be put on that Jeezy. We finna get active. This is what they be getting active to.
Well, makes sense. There's another album announcement. We touched on it earlier, but Big Sean announced Detroit 2.
Yeah.
So
I'm
ring the
ready.
alarms on that.
Yeah, so he's actually he's taking the title of his best-selling mixtape, because I think that's the best-selling one out of the Finally Famous, like everything. That's his best one.
Not the best-selling, but his most critically acclaimed one. Everyone really.
That's probably his
so
best one,
he's taking it
Yeah.
from mixtape form and making it an album, which I like.
Yeah.
The E40 announcement. How do you guys feel about that?
It's whatever. It's 40.
I mean, you know me, I'm a tune in. That's just my shit, anyways. But like,
Well, let me
not
rephrase what I'm at.
blown away by it.
Yeah, let me rephrase what
It's
I'm asking
creative.
because I don't think you guys realize what I'm asking. That's probably my fault. You guys saw the
Okay.
cover, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that cover in comparison to Mac Dre's Trill TV cover?
It was very, very, very similar.
I saw a lot of people upset with that.
Why?
I mean, bruh, because they supposedly had a beef or whatever.
E40 and Mac Dre?
Yeah,
Yeah, they supposedly. I say supposedly because, bruh, they made songs together. They've worked together. You know what I mean?
It's news to me.
Legit, side by side. So, I mean, I don't know.
but
man.
see, here's why it's all supposedly, and I'm not one. I don't know the story, so I'm just going off of hearsay.
Right.
But what happened was
Right.
it was basically how E40 was fucking tough with Rick Rock and the Federation, and of course Johnny Cash and some other Thiz Nation guys had beef with the Federation and all them cats. So it kind of came into a whose side are you on type deal. Basically what happened with
got
Snoop
you.
and Pac for like the last 3 months of their friendship. Kind of like a
sense.
whose
Yeah.
side are you on
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing. So again, it's all supposed.
Yeah.
It's hearsay. I don't know anything that's off of fact other than the fact that Johnny Cash didn't fuck with the Federation in particular.
Right.
But you know, how things play out, I can see it playing a role in that.
So what's the albums? Because we got to call them albums. Because
No, they're
40. What's
EPs.
it- what's it-
He said they're
No,
EPs.
these are all
Yeah.
EPs.
Oh, but what's
Yeah.
it going to be called?
What was it called?
I know it said
Shit.
Channel 1 and then Channel 2. It's like based off news stations.
Yeah, it's right. It goes channel
gonna
1
look it
through
up right
4.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's an interesting concept. It's a very creative concept. So
Yeah. So the Curb commentator,
there you go.
and so he's these are 4 EPs that are basically gonna drop every 2 months, with the first one dropping on the 17th, the same day as Division.
He said that last time with the last albums, and that shit didn't drop on time.
Yeah.
So
This one kind of
When
makes
it-
more
when
sense
I-
though because we're in a pandemic, so everybody got time.
he got a lot of time, so he just emailed them
Yeah,
shit.
and considering that
You better fuck finish this
niggas
shit.
in Oakland are still doing sideshows, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
like he's not gonna be hurting. Like his demographic's gonna be hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I got no issue with the cover. It's just I did find that a little. It was like,
Interesting.
oh, okay, the Trill TV cover. All right. Like that's basically what I
Let's
took
see.
from it. Like, okay,
That's pretty much how I looked at it.
yeah.
Yeah, but it is really interesting how music is still dropping. But I read a report saying how streaming is actually down, which is kind of shocking to me. Cause
Wait, huh?
yeah, streaming's actually down a bit because people ain't out and about. Because that's how people listen to it. Like when they're out and about, and now a lot of people are out of work, so people are watching Netflix and shit. When it comes to music streaming is down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's strange.
I know that is weird. I was like, wow, you would
Like,
you
seriously.
would think it would be going up a bit, but nah, everyone is literally like streaming Netflix and other shit, but not really listening to music like that. Which
It's
is
because certain
kind of
people,
interesting.
because you gotta remember, certain people they can only function on music that is like party music, and when you ain't partying no more, nobody
There's
wants
no
to listen.
point listening to music.
You know, cats
Yeah.
that don't believe in music that's
The Pimp a Butterflies.
insubstantial. I won't even say that. It could be even something that's even more basic than that. But if it has
Yeah.
substance and it's not something to twerk to, they don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah, unless you're fucking Dana Lee. That's another round of applause for Dana Lee with the Levi High Challenge.
yes.
Round of applause
Yeah.
for that woman.
God
Oh,
bless her.
yes. God bless her. God bless her. And America. Well, yeah.
And America.
God bless that challenge. God bless that challenge.
That is
If you know, you know.
That is a great challenge.
That is. Yes. But,
That man
Yeah,
is
music is-
Sporny over there.
Nah, that's just
Nah,
straight
he
up
is,
corny,
no,
bro.
he is
Like,
Sporny because I'm sure he would. It would just be like, oh yeah, it's a great challenge if there were people in the crowds in the WWE. No, he's feeling it too.
Oh my god.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, if this, I'm watching. They're showing an old match from fucking Survivor Series from last year. Like, and there's hella people in the crowd. Like, oh, there's people.
The people.
The people.
So, I remember those days.
Human contact.
Shit.
Human contact, a hug. But yeah, man. So what else y'all about to do tomorrow? Shit.
No, we're just talking about the
Yeah,
damn
me
league.
too. Oh, that was it. That's all I was talking about.
Okay, well,
You just want to say thank you.
okay,
That's
so for
all.
the people who don't know and who may not be up on game,
I thought we talked about it.
nah, we missed it
Well,
last
whatever.
week.
Well, we can talk about it. Yeah, Dana Lee released a song called Levi High that featured the baby. And when she did, like, on her Instagram, it was just a picture of her ass. And she's just pretty much, like, pretty much struggling to get the jeans up. And she's just dancing, kind of twerking and shit. And then I guess her fans decided to do it. And all the women just been showing that ass.
Give me a hell yeah!
That's all.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it's great.
That's all. There's nothing more to it. Nothing more to it.
It's been a good challenge. I'll say that.
Yes, it has.
As annoying as the challenges on TikTok have been, shout out to Dolan. I hope he's getting a check.
Why?
That give me that something new challenge that they've all been doing on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Man, shout out Wiz Khalifa, bro. That's
Yeah,
his
but
track.
it's Dolan that's getting it's the one that's getting played.
Oh yeah.
No, he's the one that's getting the play, but I mean, still though, you know.
Or Drake's fucking.
Either way, it's TGOD.
Yeah.
Or Drake's
You know,
not.
they good.
Or Drake's non-stop record. You know, the flip the switch challenge, and I guess.
Oh yeah.
I guess
that one too.
I guess Drake sent another fucking song to one of the well-known TikTok people, like an unreleased song called "Slide" or whatever, and he sent it to them, and they were kind of using it to like get buzz up for the album. Yeah, I don't think "What a Time to Be Alive" 2 is coming. I think Drake's kind of put that to the side, and he's gonna do his shit.
Yeah,
because he
might as well
like drop his shit now.
Oh, of course.
Meanwhile, Kendrick and J. Cole are still silent because you know they observing how everything is. But music has found a way to still come out during these times. And round of applause for all the artists.
but I don't think there was. Yeah, shouts out to him. I don't think it was ever gonna stop though. That's the thing. Like, you gotta remember they all gotta eat, and they can't eat off a tour.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, and that's the thing. That's the reason why some of these labels are trying to postpone like certain releases and shit because they're scared it's not gonna.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Because they're scared it's not gonna sell because the reason why they told Weeknd why they wanted to postpone on it is because he had to do like appearances and the tour and TV appearances, all that shit. And Weeknd was like, "Nigga, music, fuck all that shit. It's all about the music at the end of the day." So
Seriously,
It's just
though.
amazing
That's all
how
that
something
matters.
like a pandemic can just strip everybody, and it just gets down to the basic essentials. Like, at the end of the day, this is the music business. It's music. So let the music speak for itself, unless you don't feel confident about the music, which, that tells us a lot about how you're running your business and your affairs.
because I've always wondered why these artists need to go out and do interviews on Hot 97 and Breakfast Club to promote. And I'm going like, why do you need to do all that? You don't need to, like, maybe perform and I can understand, but do interviews and shit? I'm like, dude, if the music is good, it's going to sell.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah,
But whatever.
It's always incredible to me just how it's people will try to combat one idea that's the most basic, simplest idea and try to make it overtly complex. And it's like, for what? People are home.
Seriously.
You have there's no reason why not to drop as much music as possible now. We're all home.
Seriously. Like Drake even put in his comments like, yeah, I'm gonna try to rush music out right now. So
Yeah.
shit. Ah, man.
See what else is out there. Shouts out to Dr. Dre. The Chronic is now
what?
going to be archived
yeah.
in the Library of Congress.
Round of applause for the good doctor.
Yeah, so shouts out to Dre.
That's the second hip hop album to be in there. First was the Pimp a Butterfly, and now it's that one, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's see.
Aftermath.
Might as well touch on the little bit of sports that we do have. So NBA players are starting to heal up from coronavirus. Everybody
That's
that
good.
was announced to have had it, they've all been cleared by medical personnel that they don't have it. They just still have to remain in quarantine.
That's what's up.
However, there have been not even just sports, but there's just been a heavy announcement of those that are part of our culture that have it. One live, if I said it didn't pay me to find out that Doris Burke had it, the beloved commentator for our beloved NBA. So I found out. I was like,
Scarf.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for music, I said Scarface and fucking DJ Jazzy Jeff have it.
Yeah, Slim Thug has it too.
Yeah, Slim Thug had it. Yeah,
but there were two people that did have it where it was like, all right, now it's time for the jokes. One of them was the sole politician that voted against the bill to have everybody tested. He became the first politician that publicly had it.
God laughed at that.
So
that was God's sense of humor.
So I laughed
that
at
was
that.
God's sense of humor.
But then there was one more, and I gotta say I'm so thankful for Knicks tape on Twitter. When it got announced that New York Knicks owner James Dolan had it, it was like, all right, let the jokes fly. And there were 3 jokes that I saw, and I was like, nah, I had to write these down. Somebody said, if the coronavirus ends the James Dolan era, you gotta retire number 19. The second one said, well, he had the vaccine, but he traded it for 2 power forwards.
Oh, damn.
And then the third one said, he's really high on the coronavirus, but ultimately it's just gonna let him down.
Oh my God. Knicks fans are ruthless, man.
Fuck.
Gotta love New York.
Seriously though, man.
Gotta love New York, man.
Yeah, no, I had, again, this is very serious, so, you know, I didn't look at anything that went further than those. But when Homeboy said if it takes him out, you might have to retire number 19, that's when I was like, all right, that's
too far.
Yeah, that's
the limit, and I'm not going any further than that one. I'm not going further than that one. That was good.
That's too far.
Yeah.
Man.
Steve Ballmer, the Clippers owner, and of course the man that was I'm drawing a blank. Microsoft.
Yeah.
You know, who's the guy that founded Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, thank you. He's one of Bill Gates's one of the guys in his crew. The man is worth
Entourage.
Yeah, well, I want to say Entourage because he had a title in Microsoft before he left.
Okay.
The man has a net worth of $51.8 billion, and he went and bought the Great Western Forum for $400 million cash.
Cash.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the Clippers' new home.
No, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be the Clippers.
It's not gonna be.
It's going to.
So pretty much,
he's keeping it as a concert venue, but in doing so, he has now opened up the opportunity, like we were talking about months ago. He's opened up the opportunity for them to build the new Clippers arena, which will be close by in Inglewood. So he's going to get 2 checks.
Ka-ching.
And let me break it down. $400 million in light of $51.8 billion. That's literally 1% of his net worth that he dropped.
That's fire.
That man basically walked in. He basically walked into Target. Said, "Oh, cool. Yeah, let me get the form. Yeah. Oh, it's cash out. Yeah, like here. You want some change with that? I got change."
It's pretty much walked in there with a fucking duffel bag and just put all the money out. Like here, bro.
Yeah, just.
He's on count that shit.
Just drop that shit. He said,
much.
"I expect my receipt and my invoice later. I gotta go. I got shit to do."
Man, WWE they have a lot of nerve, man. They know Roman Reigns is not going to be going against Goldberg, and they still have the graphic up like we don't even know what's going on right now.
Oh, of course. It's business as usual.
Funny. I mean, but Triple H was literally on ESPN talking about how Roman Reigns is not going to be at WrestleMania. It's like headline news.
Yes.
Vince McMahon, you funny.
Oh, you know how the game goes.
Yeah.
The game don't wait. Rest in peace, Snake Dogg.
Oh no, it's hella funny. Like every time some crazy shit happens on Raw, like something like say Mae Young gets smashed through a table and shit, Jerry the King Lawler goes, "Well, can't grieve forever. The show must go on."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay,
Yep.
shit.
Let's see what else is there. Oh, any of you guys John Jones fans? Bones Jones. Are any of you guys fans of his?
No, but I know what he did.
I gave up on
Bones
him.
Jones got
giving up
caught
on that
riding
nigga.
dirty, man.
He was good when he first started.
How the hell did he get caught up during a fucking pandemic, man?
a week after he took to social media and told everybody, yo, this is the one time we can stay in home and it helps the world, just stay home. Nah, he was out there riding dirty with guns and cocaine and other paraphernalia, and of all places in Albuquerque. Like, what was you going to war for? For fucking Joe Exotic?
That nigga was high.
They pulled that man out the car.
You got
and just looked at him and said, get your ass in the back.
Didn't even arrest him. Didn't even read his rights.
Didn't even bother to put the handcuffs on him. Just told him, get in the back.
It's pretty much like Kodak. It's like Kodak Black. It's like Kodak Black. Come on, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill.
Bones.
Bill.
Come on, Bones.
Yeah.
Bones.
Okay.
They told that motherfucker they told him, get in the back. Hey, you hungry? We gonna stop real quick before you take you in. Let's get you a bite. Come on.
All right.
Just regular protocol. Like, nothing even happened. Like, all right, dog.
Nah, this motherfucker. Also, Dana White's crazier than Vince, man. He's still trying to get these fucking UFC fights to pop off.
Of course.
Like, bruh.
Of course.
In an empty arena, he's trying to get it popping off. And he's talking hella shit, saying, if I die, I die. God's like, okay.
Dana White has the one league where it's marketed as, if he dies, he dies. Like, why wouldn't he try to put on a sport in a time where if they die, they die?
Shit, man.
Seriously though.
Anything else?
It's a little somber, but we've reached a point where, damn, it just feels like yesterday.
Oh yeah. Damn.
We have now officially approached the 1-year anniversary of Nipsey's murder.
That's wild. That was literally 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Literally.
Legit.
I remember, yeah, we were on our way to Joe Budden's podcast, live podcast, when that shit happened, man. And they had to go in the next day and record our podcast.
Yeah.
Like, shit, man. That's wild.
What have you guys learned in that year about Nip? Or just anything in general, just with everything in general about him? What have you guys learned?
That he was about the community. He was about that, pretty much about that action when it comes to the music. He was about his hustle. And he was just all around a cool ass dude. That's pretty much what I learned, and how a lot of people loved him. Like, a lot of people. And if you ever talk shit about him,
that's the biggest thing.
And if you talk shit about him, you were gonna get these hands. Word the fucking, what's his name? Word the fucking Whack 100.
Yeah.
You know? So, music, and then how shit is still coming out. There's still features and videos still coming out of Nipsey, which is wild to me. Like, Nipsey's gonna be on Big Sean's album. Mm-hmm. He was on Game's album. He was on fucking Rick Ross's album. He was on DJ Khaled's album. He won a damn Grammy. Now, if he would have gotten that if he was alive, that's another story. But yeah, man, he got Grammys. Like, he's looked at like Pac in a way now.
Yeah.
Just minus the whole hit him up shit.
He is this generation's Pac. I mean, the thing with the features is you also got to remember too that Victory Lap was 10 years in the making. So it doesn't surprise me that I still think there's a good portion of recordings that are going to be let out eventually over time, because he had a lot in the vault. I mean, you got to remember Penthouse on Dave East's album. That was initially his track. Mm-hmm. So it just, it worked out that way where Mike and Keys just, they passed it over to Dave East, but they kept Nipsey's vocals on at the end.
Yeah.
So no, it's rough with it being a year, but it does it, like, I'm more excited now. Like, his verses are now, in my comparison, it's the equivalent of gold in hip hop currency. Like, like when you get a chance to hear it, like, it's must, you got to listen to it, because it's literally it's the last offerings. It's our last connection to him, physically.
Now, how many post album albums do you think he's gonna have?
I think he's got a good 2 to 3. I think he's got a good 2 to 3 in the tuck that'll actually be released. I'm not gonna say he's got. I'm not gonna say he's got 300. I'm not gonna say he's got like 300 records, but I could definitely see him having like 80 or 100 records just on the shelf.
Yeah, I'm talking like
that wouldn't surprise me. That honestly wouldn't surprise me. I mean, because you guys know Nip, like, he was all about that grind, all about that work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that having 100 songs, that wouldn't surprise me. But I don't think we're gonna get anything like as far as like full projects.
Maybe one. I could see maybe one.
Maybe one.
Yeah. Maybe one. Because it's not gonna be like Pac. Pac had like how many? 4?
Like 4 or 5 or something.
I think he had 6.
Still, there's still.
Think so?
What was the 6th one?
So yeah,
I'm not counting
Are You
Pac's
Still
life.
Down?
Yeah.
Better Days.
Until the End of Time.
Until the End of Time.
Until the End of Time.
Loyal to the Game.
Loyal to the Game. Pac's
Yeah.
Life.
Ugh. That's 5.
Remember they did those.
Still
Remember they
I
did those
Rise.
new
Still I
mixes,
Rise.
those new mixes, remixes, and everything that kept dropping.
But that was like remixes and shit. I'm talking about like of original work.
Like
Yeah, but some of those,
shit.
some of those,
like, it might be just a 5.
but some
still,
of those,
I
you gotta
mean,
remember, some of
that's
those
still a
remixes
fucking
have different
lot,
verses too.
I never listened to it because I remember I heard one remix and I was
Yeah,
over it.
they-
And I was over that shit.
The new mix, because they were called the new mix. So it's new mix
Yeah, I
1,
know.
new mix 2. He had those. They, even though they re-released the songs on Tupac Resurrection, there were still new songs on there.
Yeah, that was like 2, 3. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, he's definitely had. I mean, 5
And
is
one
the,
more- and
5
there's
is the
more.
absolute minimum.
And there's more in the vault that Afeni said, "Oh, it's coming." Then she died, and then they're saying, "Oh, it's coming," and it's still in there. So shit. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm pretty sure that's done, dog.
Yo, they gonna
Motherfuckers.
drop one of his songs and he gonna end up rapping some shit like, and now we gotta deal with the fuck shit with Trump in office. I'm like, what?
For real.
Huh?
I recorded this in '94.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I would say one thing I learned about just about Nip. Damn, I guess the biggest thing I would take from it is how far his message actually got out.
Yeah.
Like I thought Nip was just kind of a West Coast delicacy, if you will, where it was just like everybody on the West Coast was like, this is the nigga Nip, this is our guy, fuck with him, he's we rock with him. I didn't realize cats in Oklahoma was listening to him like that. Like that's, so I think the biggest thing for me was just that reach, and then of course I've never seen what I saw take place on his going home day. I've never seen that before. That was
Seriously.
That's still wild to see.
Like that
Still
was
wild.
like that was some that's some stuff that you usually see about a figure overseas. I have I mean, even when they talk about JFK, like I don't remember any footage seeing anything like that.
Yeah, man. Nip was, man, God bless the dead, man, and he was one of a kind.
Definitely.
So rest in peace to that man.
Definitely.
Rest in peace to that man.
He will never be imitated, no matter how that dude on social media wants to imitate him.
Oh my god.
Also, what's even crazier is they found, like,
you had to bring that
I
shit
had
up.
to.
Unlike Pac, they found the killer and he's in jail. Like, justice is served after his death. It's like, wow, they found the killer. He's in jail. So it's like, wow, justice is served and everything.
Well,
Because Pac didn't get that.
Nah.
Big didn't get that.
Pac did get it. It was just street justice.
And,
but Pac got it.
It's one of those if you know
Yeah.
type of shit when it comes to Pac.
I mean, but it's not even
Biggie
if
never
you know,
got
it's
it.
not even if you know. Like they announced all this shit in documentaries that came out a couple of years ago with
Yeah, that guy. Like I said, if you watched it and you know.
Yeah, like it's out there. It's out in books now. Like it's out there.
Yeah. And also, no, when it comes to Biggie, they never found Biggie's killers, even though people kind of know. But yeah,
that's if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I guess something else that I learned is about Nip, and it has less to do with Nip in comparison to the overall picture. Conspiracy theorists just can't wait to just jump on anything.
Even this shit that's going on right now.
Even with the virus shit.
But
bro.
I'm bringing up
still.
Nip because it was like, oh, they had to kill him because of Dr. Sebi, the documentary he was doing. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, this man came from a world where you have to look over your shoulder twice every minute. Like, you understand
But people don't know. We know people don't know that, man.
I get it, but it was more so. It was just the fact that people were just jumping to the conspiracy theory thing, where it was just like, oh, they had to take him out, and it was like,
it's funny, niggas that don't read always jump to conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and it was like, so you're telling me that some shit
the
that started
NBA
off
was a
with
goddamn suspect.
Yeah, with the street. Yeah, exactly. You're telling me the shit that happened in the street is not what led to that, but it was the fact that Nip was trying to get us to eat salads. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And
You know, niggas just be typing just to be typing,
yeah,
man.
and it like I said, it has less to do with Nip because I guess it didn't open my eyes, but it just reminded me where it's like people really just don't want to admit that figures who are bigger than life, perceived as bigger than life, can go out just like a regular person. It has to be something else. It has to be so much bigger. Like Dr. Umar saying the NBA is a damn suspect in Kobe's death. Like, you have to blame somebody. Like, it's you know, we all thought Kobe could walk out of a burning building. Well, unfortunately, it's not the case. He was human like the rest of us. But it's now everybody has to come up with a theory of why it happened that way. And it's like, wow.
You ever heard the conspiracy theory that Will Smith is the one that got pot killed?
Yeah, I've heard that.
I don't know, it just popped in my head right now.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that. Over Jada's Love. I've heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you think about it, but
It's a good cover, too, you know?
Oh, yeah, it is. Anyway, I don't know why that went left a bit, but yeah, man. Anything else?
I feel like there was a couple other things that we talked about. Probably not as important. Probably just some funny shit. But I think we got through all the major things. Oh, NBA 2K. So, yeah, again, this is just how sporny everybody is. The NBA has announced that they're going to be picking, or there's going to be team representatives from each professional team. And they're going to start nationally broadcasting those guys playing 2K against each other.
Oh yeah,
and at first
that's gonna be interesting.
I'll watch it, but at the same time, I'm like, we got to do something because it can't be this. Like there are people,
not like this, not like this.
Like bro, there are people like Martina said at the beginning of this episode. There are people that are putting money lines on these simulated games and then getting pissed off at the simulated game's response to how the game ends, and it's like. I saw one cat get pissed off. He's like, yeah, Lakers was only up by 6 at halftime, but then they win by 39. What kind of realistic shit is that? And it's like, it's not fucking realistic. It's a video game, my nigga.
It's a video game.
What are you talking about?
Come on, guy. Shit.
They need something, man. They just need it.
I mean, I get having your fix, but shit,
guess,
like,
man.
we could just do the IG Live route. Like, that's something, you know, it's real life right there in your face. If I want to simulate a game, I'll just simulate it myself on 2K. I don't gotta put a money line on it.
I just remember niggas were just putting the simulation on, just having it on in the background, just while they're doing shit in the house.
Oh yeah,
just to have some type of sports on.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's cool. That sounds cool.
Man, niggas just watching my grandma, she loves tennis, man. She just has the tennis station on. They're just playing old tennis matches. And she just watches it even though she knows who won.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Oh yeah, Last Chance U, they dropped I think the teaser trailer for season 5,
Oakland.
which is it is in Oakland. I forgot which team it is, but it is going to be in Oakland.
Eagles.
I hope none of them were at the sideshow.
They probably were. Oh yeah, and you.
I mean, chances are, bro.
Well, speaking of chance, speaking of last, whatever. Yeah, you guys were right. The Last Dance. It was announced this past Monday, that ESPN is bumping up the release date, and it's going to come out on April 15th.
Nope, April 9th.
Somebody did this.
Or April 19th. I'm sorry, April 19th.
April 19th.
Yeah, on a Sunday.
Yeah, April 19th. On a Sunday. So they need those ratings.
Yes.
So I will be glued. Yep. Well, I will be glued to my TV because there ain't nothing else on.
They gotta do something because the fans ain't the only ones that's out here sporty. You got the sport. Whoever's running that Sports Center app, they got to put that man on timeout. That man is on
he was in Meg the
everybody's. He was all over Meg the Stallion's live feed. What's good? Like, fam, you have no business
what's
here.
Good?
You have no business
bored
here.
too, man.
What are you doing
and plus,
here?
because she was on, ESPN. That's probably why he jumped in there. So fuck it.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it's like still,
we're talking about.
Like,
we're talking about the live. Like, she ain't got.
Man, ain't nothing. Man, he's no shit. He was horny, not sporny. He was horny.
Yeah.
So fuck it. He needs something.
Oh, you know what? Actually, we forgot about one project. That new cat, Giveon, the one that was on the Chicago Freestyle.
Oh yeah, him. I didn't listen to it.
It was actually pretty good.
I plan on listening to it.
I thought people who were for those who caught the Sampha comparisons early, I thought it kind of did him an injustice, even though there was. I get he kind of has that vibe. I didn't think he necessarily sounded like Sampha just as much as they have that kind of distinct voice. But on this project, he sounds nothing like Sampha at all. So
I believe it.
So for those who went into it thinking it was going to be like that, it wasn't the case. Favorite mistake, This Ain't Love and Heartbreak Anniversary. Like, he did his thing on this. And I mean, you want to talk about a game of numbers and Kobe again. 8 songs, 24 minutes.
I'll get to that.
Yeah, and then I actually learned that he signed to Epic Records. This is an Epic Records.
Nice.
It's listed as the copyright.
Nice.
What else?
Sony. He signed to Sony.
Yeah. What do you think Cam Newton's gonna end up?
Probably for chaos moments, I want him in fucking New England.
Oh, you haven't heard the rumor about what's going on in New England?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
Let me air the horns real quick, because this might be a breaking news type of rumor. Yeah, Bill O'Brien shipping away Hopkins to Arizona isn't the only fuck shit that's possibly going to take place.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. What's going on? So, what's going on?
Deshaun Watson might end up in New England.
Bro, if that happens...
It's not surprising.
The season's over.
Deshaun Watson on the fucking Patriots?
Yeah. Going into a draft where they could get some weapons.
Fucking insane, dog.
Going into a draft
be
where he could get a couple receivers and a tight end.
Cam just needs to fucking retire. I'm hearing motherfuckers saying that Cam Newton, like some people, the other Niners should pick him up and replace Jimmy Garoppolo. No. Let that go. We're keeping Jimmy G. What don't you motherfuckers understand?
Shit, bring Cam in as a backup, though, to keep pushing Jimmy G. Make sure he stays accurate on them passes. What's the best way to stay accurate on a pass than some pressure of knowing a motherfucker that went to a Super Bowl just like you could come in and take your spot?
Yeah, but he fumbled that shit away, and I'm just looking at it because I know how he is personality wise. When he loses, he gets in his fucking feelings every fucking time. So,
man, so does every other good quarterback, bro. Like, that's nothing new.
Tom Brady ain't the best loser.
I know that.
Tom Brady don't. Tom Brady
shows
the best. He's probably
Tom Brady don't just get in his feelings. Tom
Brady
Brady will get in your offensive coordinator's feelings too.
But Cam would just be like fucking. No, he just shows it off a little bit more.
Cam be funny at them press conferences too, because he be wearing shit that your auntie would wear. Mm-hmm. And then he be taking them.
I think it's more about how he dresses.
Then he be taking them long ass breaths and sighs, and it's just like this losing stuff, man. This ain't something that we just need to be accustomed to. I just
He'd
not
be cool
like
for the Raiders. I can see him with the Raiders.
No, they got Mariota.
I know, but I'm just saying he'll be good for the Raiders. That's the place I can see him at.
No, it's not going to work. Mariota.
I know it's with Mariota, but I'm saying hypothetically,
no.
I can see him with the Raiders.
Mariota's not coming in to start. Mariota is already the backup for Derek Carr.
I understand that. But I'm saying hypothetically speaking, if there was a slot open, I can visualize him with the Raiders. But it's not going to happen.
That would be hell, because you literally would have 3 starting caliber quarterbacks going for that spot. Like I think it's already enough with Mariota.
So I don't know. He maybe with the Redskins.
I'll tell you a team that it could possibly work out with.
Who?
If he goes and backs up Lamar Jackson in Baltimore.
Yeah, he has to bite that bullet.
But I mean, he has
to accept the backup role though.
He has to accept. He's already biting the bullet that he ain't got a team right now.
But no, I'm not hypothetically, because he has a big ego and he really feels he's still a starter.
Yeah, but where's the starting jobs at right now? That's what I'm saying.
Well, if the Texans ship out Watson,
he could be a good fit with the Texans.
Shit, that's gonna be a death sentence. He ain't got no weapons there.
He's already dead. So fuck it.
He really hasn't had much weapons, even with the
Panthers.
Before McCaffrey, he hasn't had much.
Yeah, but remember he was younger. Now he's older.
Yeah, true that. I'll give you that one. But
like you could rely on him.
He's playing without that shit.
At a time where you could play him like a running back. You can't play him like a running back no more. You got to protect him from himself.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Whatever the
there's
case.
not many starting jobs out there to begin with. Like, and there's guys that were starting last year that they got replaced by other guys.
Well, pretty much in a nutshell, he just has to bite the bullet.
Yeah, of course.
So he has to bite the bullet and just swallow his pride. The juice ain't with you no more.
So if
So
he really wants to keep a buck, he should go over to one of the New York teams.
the Giants,
Either one of them.
Jets.
well, the Giants. Well, neither of them are going to get rid
Of
of their
course not. But
quarterback.
Yeah.
there's always an injury waiting to happen. And when that injury takes
True.
place, what better place to be in than New York?
I can see him. I can see him with the Steelers.
Yeah, I can see him with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Depending on how they want to
That's
play
what
Mason Rudolph.
That's exactly when you said what better place than New York. I was already thinking. I said Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
bro. Like
Juju's there.
Yeah,
that would work.
Whoever the running, I forgot the running back.
Because honestly, Roethlisberger needs to fucking hang it up, man. He's too damn. He is
Exactly.
old, and it's just not gonna happen no more, man. You're not as mobile as you once were. Your arm isn't as it once is. You're just old, man. You got your Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
You got your stats. Just retire into the sunlight.
And
also
that was
got
the
away with
thing
rape.
too. Is like when you said
Yeah, I
JC
heard
when you
that.
mentioned there's only an injury away from the New York
Mm-hmm.
teams and shit like that. That's what I was thinking. Pittsburgh, fucking Ben Roethlisberger goes down every fucking year, bro.
Every year.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's getting
clockwork.
worse.
Every
You
year.
know what I mean? Yeah, seriously. So I mean, why not just sign with them? Wait till fucking Roethlisberger goes down because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Maybe in preseason.
There's your shot.
Probably what happened in preseason.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, no, Pittsburgh. It
And-
does make a good. That's probably like the only place where he possibly could come in as a starter. I don't see too many other locations where starting is possible because all the teams that don't have quarterbacks, they're going into the draft ready to draft a quarterback.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case, man. Verona has to be away before. I'm still staying with my prediction that football is going to be the first fucking like grand stadium shit that we're going to have after the whole pandemic, which will be some shit.
It's definitely. I feel like it's definitely gonna be the first, but I think the expectations is it might be pushed back another month
Maybe.
because the way Trump was talking, how everything's gonna be open till Easter. Nah, he backtracked that shit real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I don't listen to anything that nigga says, man.
Yeah, no,
But-
he's talking all that. Oh yeah, we'll be back till Easter shit, and then
Yeah,
it's like,
okay,
oh no, we
bro.
ain't gonna be open till Easter, and then Gavin Newsom's like, Easter, motherfucker, I ain't seeing nobody in California till June.
That nigga went Soulja Boy Easter.
Yeah,
Easter.
For real.
Like this year, Jesus is still dead.
Yeah.
Y'all staying in your fucking house.
Shit.
Oh,
Shout out to Jesus,
Damn,
though.
we did have a lot. I just didn't add. 2 former XFL players are now in the NFL. Both from,
yeah. I saw that.
both from what was it, the Houston Roughnecks?
Something like that.
Dietrich Nichols, the cornerback, he's now with the Saints. And then who was it? PJ Walker.
Walker.
He's now
PJ Walker's with the Panthers.
Yeah, he's with the Panthers. He's gonna be backing up Teddy Bridgewater. That's saying a lot because the Panthers now got 2 black quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. And all things considered,
him.
they dropped Cam Newton, got nothing for him, but they were able to flip Josh Allen for a 5th round pick.
See, that just
Kyle Allen.
so
Kyle
that kind of just just shows you that the XFL system does work.
Yeah. Nah, it's
So Vince McMahon got something with that.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. That motherfucker shut down the XFL, but he kept WrestleMania going.
for sure.
Well, I mean, there's a lot more people gathering for a
just
fucking
saying.
wrestling match. I mean, for a what's called a football game than a wrestling match, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eh.
Tory Lanez is now rivaling Boosie in terms of who can get the most women to twerk and just strip down to bare nothing. So shouts out to Tory
So you got
Lanez on
nothing
his
else to
quest.
do.
Prayers up to Karl Anthony Towns and his parents. Both of his parents
yeah,
caught
yeah.
corona, and they actually had to put his mom in an induced coma.
But they said she's recovering
Yeah,
now.
they
so-
basically had to do it to save her life. So she's recovering now.
Yeah.
So prayers up to both of them.
Prayers up to all the nurses out there, man. All the nurses and all the medical people
Yeah.
out there right now in the front lines,
For sure.
risking their
Nah, for
fucking
sure.
lives to try to make sure everyone's okay and put some respirators on them and
for
shit.
sure.
And prayers and shout out to all the scientists trying to come up with a vaccine for this shit. Shout out to like all the fucking workers out there. Shout out to everyone.
Yeah.
Just trying to fucking survive this shit.
Yeah.
Because man, this is a really historical shit we're going through. We went from laughing to like, to shit. We in our house.
Like that's the thing too. Like my mom's not even in the actual hospital, but the fact she has to go in just to the regular medical buildings to just sit at her desk and do her job, like that's enough to be like, all right, stay safe.
Nigga, I don't leave this house.
I
don't leave this house without gloves and masks.
Oh yeah,
nigga, it ain't no joke.
Yeah, I was making fun of.
I'm walking out like Bane.
A few weeks ago. Nah, it ain't a game now. I'm making.
Nigga,
I'm making fun of
like,
you if you don't have it now.
Nigga, I'm walking out this house like Bane and say hi to the people.
Yeah. There's actually speaking of masks, there's actually 2 people taking advantage of that, and it's kind of like they're kind of like Bane at this point, where it's like you used to laugh at us, now look at you stupid motherfuckers. One of them is Stephon Marbury. Who, we made fun of Stephon Marbury for eating Vaseline out here and selling shoes at.
Well, he was on crack.
No, he wasn't on crack.
He was doing that shit.
No, he wasn't on crack.
When he ate the fucking Vaseline?
Yeah, no, he wasn't on crack. Because, like, we all laughed at it, but then when he was breaking shit down, he was like, yeah, the dude that made it, he eats Vaseline every single day, and he's, like, 80 years old or some shit like that. No, he wasn't on crack. He was doing some stuff that we just weren't accustomed to. He was but I mean, we made fun of him for being the first one to, even before Joe Budden, he was taking advantage of the social media platform.
I remember.
People made fun of him for that. So this motherfucker packed his shit up and went to China, became a god over there, and now he possibly could be the pipeline to get us 10 million masks.
Good for him.
Oh, and by the way, Future is taking on his mask off, and he's mask on. He's working with an Atlanta company that can produce some masks for people in the country too.
Dude, fucking Elon Musk made thousands of fucking ventilators and shit like that, man.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's doing everything except our goddamn government. Which is, because everyone said, fuck this nigga. It's getting to the point now where MSNBC and CNN and Fox just turns away when whole ass starts talking.
Oh, yeah. No, they're upset with everything that's going. And then one more shout out to a company that I took advantage of their service this past week. If you are a resident in California or Nevada, and you have you're either a frontline worker or you have been misplaced because of the coronavirus, and you may have either had your job suspended or you lost your job, there is a service called let me get the name, RepairSmith, and they're actually an on the site repair service, so you don't have to take it into any shop. They actually come to you. They will diagnose your vehicle. First of all, you got to go through an application, explain what your circumstance is. But what they're doing is when they come out to diagnose your vehicle, if there's anything going on with your vehicle, they will cover up to $500 in repair. Shit. I just got my diagnosis last week, and even though I'll be coming out of my pocket, it's definitely not as much as I would be coming out of without their assistance. So I definitely want to give them a round of applause and thank them for the service that they're doing. Shit, the dude that came out to see me, he was cool. We ended up, we kept our distance, but shit, we had a 20-minute conversation while he was out there working, just get everything situated. Hell, his friend just died in LA a week ago because of coronavirus. He said his friend was traveled to Colorado, came back, had a pre-existing condition with asthma, and then within a week he was gone.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn. See, that's crazy because I have asthma, so that's why I'm taking every precaution necessary.
For sure.
Like, nigga, that's why I'm wearing masks. That's why I'm wearing gloves. Like, nigga.
Nah, it ain't for play around here.
Nah, it does not discriminate either. Doesn't care if you're a celebrity. You don't care if you're black or white, Asian. It will get your ass. It will infect your ass. And if it doesn't affect your ass, you could affect someone else. So, at the end of the day, stay your black asses in the house. Yes, black asses.
Nah, don't keep that shit to black asses. White ass, get your.
No, because everything sounds better when I say black ass.
That's fine.
So just let me say black ass. Just let me eat. Just let me eat, JC. And stay your black asses in the house.
Okay, I'm gonna say right now, I have no issue with that. That's cool. But some white people might be listening to this shit and being like, oh, okay, he's only talking black folks. Let's go to the supermarket. No, stay your ass at home too. Yeah,
y'all stay home too, crackers.
going out to fucking farmers market and shit. Nah, stay your ass at home.
All y'all stay at home. Just stay home. It's not that hard. Anyway, is that it?
I think we're good. Covered everything.
Yeah, okay. This is episode 176 of the Illogical Sense podcast. You can always follow us on the Twitter. Shout out to Mr. Fab. You can follow me at Mr. Busby4, lowercase 08. You can follow the podcast at TLogical SP. You can always follow us on the Instagram at The Illogical Sense, and of course on the Facebook, Austin.
Give me a hell yeah!
And of course, on all social media, you can hit me up, JC No Hunters. All of the podcast playlists are available, including the end of March. That one got put up last week. I'm still not going to do another throwback playlist, but I will be updating the Nipsey playlist for tomorrow. So
you mean well, for this week?
No, well, I'm
just where we're recording.
Yeah, well, whatever. By the time you hear it, it'll be out. But I'm updating it to get the playlist. My plan was by the time it hit this time this year, it was to build up to get it to 60 tracks altogether. So 60 tracks will be in the playlist, commemorating his memory and his untimely passing. And then I think that's good. Like, again, shit, they keep doing more IG lives. Just follow me on social media. I'm doing realistic judging and scorecards and shit. Like, I'm watching this shit.
I'm really breaking it down. Shit.
I'm sporny as a motherfucker. I need some type of live action. And boy,
I just need something.
Yeah, I need something. And, like, you could ask Larissa. I was going fucking wild during some of these rounds.
I bet you were.
Like, yeah, I was treating this shit like it was fucking Game 7.
Wow. And you, Martine?
Oh yeah, you can follow me at Beats Be Killing Them on all social medias. Search Venomous, spelled VNMS, on all your digital streaming platforms to stream my music, especially my new track that's coming out this Friday called The Rhythm.
There you go.
Yup.
420 for a whole month at home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad for the hippie. I have a feeling some of these motherfuckers,
it's bittersweet.
Some of them motherfuckers are gonna go on Hippie Hill, man. I feel it. That's how stupid they are.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure.
They're gonna
They're gonna get arrested.
They're
gonna get arrested too, bro. Like, or fined.
Yeah,
or both.
Yeah, what goes on?
Or both.
What goes
seriously.
on Hippie Hill is going to determine if we go into martial law or not.
Yeah.
Hey, that's actually
that's basically
likely.
what's going to happen.
Like,
at this point,
real.
you motherfuckers need to y'all selfish motherfuckers need to stay in the house, especially y'all motherfuckers in New York. Stay in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about that church?
Nasty motherfuckers.
You hear about that dude in Tampa? That church dude who fucking decided to have church anyway, and then like damn near it was like over like I don't know 50 people, 100 people. It was like a lot of people, and now he's getting arrested. The pastor.
I thought you were talking about Jameis Winston.
Wow.
I was like,
who?
I thought you were talking about Jameis Winston. I was like,
oh no, not him.
It's like Jameis doing something. Shit. He doing something other than throwing 30 and 30?
Stupid.
Shit, Jameis is staying in shape. Jameis said he's staying in shape too, and I was like, yeah, you're going to need to do that because I need something from you once these starting quarterbacks go down.
You feel me?
See if he can follow up the 30 for 30 with 15 and 15.
Stupid.
Oh my god.
Anyway, on that note, people, stay inside. We out this bitch.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.